Okay, I think it works. It's good. It's good. Okay. Hello! I just think this is my first time streaming Genshin on this channel. I'm a bit hesitant because I know that Star Rail is kind of difficult. So I hope my computer doesn't freeze, so I put it on low settings. I'm sorry.
I can't promise you'll like what you see.
I wasn't even staring into your eyes. I would never get lost. I swear. Okay, who cares? Anyway, I have not played the new Archon quest. I've been wanting to, but I was like, I'm gonna play it on stream, and I've been given the opportunity because today I was like, something made me mad, and I was like, I can't go on live and pretend to be happy. I was like, I'll just play something simple. Okay, I'll play the patch that I want to play. And yeah. Slay. Hold on, let me see if the channel okay, the channel information is correct. Just making sure. Yeah? Hello? This is I don't know if this might be the latest that I've streamed. I don't think so. Maybe the latest that I started streaming. Oh wait, boo. I'm dumb. Dumb. Get those commission quests away from me. Oh yeah, she can't turn. You know, do I go up there? Maybe it's over here. No. I really hope these commission quests. Hi, Binary. Hey, how are you? How are you? Continue. How are you? I'm doing a lot better. I'm testing out how playing Genshin might be.
Wow, the city is all decked out.
Cause last time I played Hogwarts Star Rail, it was very slow. So it could also be because it was pretty hot in here. So just woke up.
Festival season means no
Bright and early.
no
For me, it's like pretty late here. Dude, I was looking at the analytics on Twitch. There's a way to see where everybody, like, what country it's from. And I was like, one person from Japan. I was like, dang, that's far away. But most people come from the US, even though I stream at, like, late, you know? So it's very interesting.
Hey, Catherine! Still doing the whole no commissions during Windbloom thing?
Also, this is going to be in EN because I was going to be like, I'm going to download the other voice files, and it was like 15 to 20 gigabytes of stuff, and I'm like, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that, I'm sorry. I can fill out all the non-voice. Don't worry. My perfect acting skills will be put to the test. Capiche?
In general, yes. The people of Mondstadt don't delegate their work to others this time of year. But
But what? Not?
free to take a look around. I think you'll pick up on something unusual.
Yeah, something smells fishy.
Take a look around, huh?
Donna! Dude, it's the same NPCs that we've seen since the beginning of the game.
Here I am ruining everything.
Okay.
You're a bit tired. No big deal.
Hi, Bryce.
How about
Hey.
doing something fun tonight?
Glad that you could stop by. How are you? Bit tired, no big deal. Give us the time.
Stargazing? Like we'll find a spot. You know people start reserving places on Star Snatch Cliff the moment the sun goes down?
You can reserve
Sorry, just
spaces?
not in the mood. I should
Oh.
go.
Okay. Wait a minute. Hold on. I totally totally forgot. Hold on. Okay, but I need to reset this because it's new. And then happy I could stop by too. I'm good. I just woke up at midnight, so now I'm making dinner. Oh my goodness! Oh, that reminds me of like when I'm a kid and like I wake up in the middle of like a family function and like where am I? And it's like it's midnight. That sounds cozy as hell. I'm not gonna lie. But I am doing a lot better. As you might have seen, I was like, I'm mad. I'm mad today. I'm not gonna stream right now. But yeah, I was like, I cooled off. Generally, I don't remember stuff that makes me mad, so it's good. That is the benefit of having the memory of a goldfish. So, yeah. Fortunate but unfortunate. Oh, but I got a stream alert animation and I totally, completely forgot to add it. Shoot, can I download this? Oh shoot, you need like Twitter Blue to download videos. Oh, I'm not doing that. Download Twitter video. Yeah. I don't mean to do this to you, bud, but you know. Wait. Copy link. Patui, you know. I took a very long nap immediately after work. I'm so glad you're feeling better. Ah, oh my god, I get ya. So earlier this morning, I had to get up really early. So I have applied for my very first passport. So that is very, very exciting. So I went in, and you know, I got all my stuff. They need like your birth certificate and a check. They make you write a check. And I was like, great. That's good. But you know, thankfully it's it was like a university campus passport place. So they were pretty used to just like helping out and making sure that the students who don't know how to write a check. But I basically did everything. And then, you know, I was driving on the way home, which is like a 30-minute drive. So it was like pretty much in a whole different city, and they were like, hey, and they called me and they were like, hey, can you like come back? We totally forgot to, not a new passport, my first one, a brand new passport, brand spanking new. I will be a person of international waters soon, you know, because I thought it would be a good. I'm not going anywhere, but I thought it'd be a good idea to actually get a passport, especially now that you need like a real ID. And I was like, I could just get a passport. You know, just in case. I mean, I want to international travel. I just need to, a lot of months, you know. Yeah. But alert box. I think I could choose the alert box that I can. Hi. What? What? How do I change the animation? Wiggle? Title message? Media? Fade in? Yeah, gotta save up the doubloons. I know what you mean. Yeah, I know. And, oh yeah, so they got home and they were like, hey, you forgot, we need to get you to date the check. Totally forgot about that. It's like, could I come in tomorrow? And they said, okay, you can come in like before 8:30. It's like, great. So I woke up at like 7 a.m. I got there early. They don't open until 8:30. So the doors were completely shut, right? Thank you! The doors were completely shut. And I was like, oh, great. And there was someone on like line in the ramp. So I was like, okay, I'll just wait in line. But they had my file and stuff like all neat in a package, which is good because like, you know, when you give the original birth certificate, you don't get it back until it's all mailed back to you. So I don't have my original birth certificate anymore. It's all in the hands of the passport people at the moment. Saw the alert too. What's it for? It's so adorable. It's for the alert. Like so I Streamlabs. It's like this bouncing blue ball. So I want to change it. I don't know how. Source. How do I change it? Why is it so stupid? I want to change the default animation. There's something else, please. Open sans. No! Oh, but it's not letting me. I gotta probably... Oh, dear. Oh, wait, I can change it. I can change it. Change media. Upload. Video. This one. There we go. For follows and stuff. Yeah. And there we go. We did that. I'll change this one. Oh, it all saves. Okay, that's good. Change it all. My cat is meowing at me. She's like, please, let me out. I will. I'm sorry. Okay, I changed everything. So everything should be good now. Okay, I'm gonna let her out. Super Slay! Yeah! So, hopefully we shall see soon if it works. But I shall stop stalling. Stargazing. Oh yeah, okay.
Whoa! Something's off with Beatrice. She would never give up a chance to talk to
Yeah!
This is weird.
I tagged the artists. You should definitely go check them out.
Oh, you're leaving? I can walk you home.
Oh, very smooth.
No, it's okay. Thank you. I just need some time to myself. Besides, there's still something I need to do. The truth is, Quinn, not long ago,
Huh?
What is it? Is there something wrong?
Something wrong with me?
It's nothing. Actually, Quinn,
Thoughts on Paimon?
I think we should stop seeing each other for
Diaper
now.
baby. She's kind of annoying, but like to me, has the mentality of a child. You know, just gotta be patient.
Huh? Wait, are you
So.
saying we can't be friends anymore? I thought we were best friends.
Best friends.
See that? Beatrice ran off without looking back. Oh, we go adventuring in other nations for a bit, and one of Mondstadt's best friendship stories is already over.
What is this gossip? Hi, Cat. I see you peeking in. How are you doing?
Is this what you meant by unusual, Catherine?
This is just one example. Beatrice has been feeling down for days. But that's not all.
Remember when people were hating on Paimon? I mean, yeah. A lot of people think that kids are annoying, you know. I mean, listen, is Paimon a kid? Maybe, maybe not. But like, I think in my mind, she kind of has that mentality of like a giant diaper baby, you know. Personally, so I feel a bit more patient with Paimon. I don't hate her at all. Hope I'm doing good too. I am, thank you. I think Catherine is weirded out by love. She's like, what is this? Why are people feeling this gooey stuff? I'm a robot. What does it mean?
You don't look so good.
Oh.
I know a knight should be stronger than this, but I haven't been feeling right lately. I just can't focus.
Is everybody lovesick?
I started sleepwalking out of nowhere.
Oh, that's bad.
Sometimes I'd even wake up in the middle of the night standing in a random location outside.
Has anybody sleptwalked before or seen someone sleepwalk before? I swear. I mean, I know it's not a myth, but like, that sounds scary, not gonna lie. And they're like, never wake a sleepwalk in person. They'll freak out or something.
I did, but all the tests came back normal. The doctor said I'm fine.
Never seen anybody? Me neither.
Yeah, I even consulted Miss Barbara at the church, but her conclusion was the same. In any case, she was kind enough to pray to Lord Barbados for me to get better.
Dude, I think everybody, like, in the main cast knows that Barbados is Venti, except for Barbara, which is really funny to me.
Is it because I saw something I wasn't meant to see?
Hi, Mark. I recorded myself to see if I sleepwalk. I can cook it while I sleepwalk? You can cook while you're sleepwalking? Dang. That's crazy.
Sorry, this is for me to figure out. It is Windbloom after all. Anyway, I have patrol to finish. Until next time, you two.
I've been cooking a lot more. I've made spaghetti squash, and it turned out really good. But you know what? I only bought 2, so it's gone now.
Is it something in the air, maybe?
Wow. Such a mystery to me.
It appears Miss Donna is also out of sorts.
Miss Donna. I think she's looking at people that are in love, and they're like, "You're weird. You're a weirdo. I don't feel no love. I got a keyhole in the back of my neck, back my back." I don't remember.
Where can I find a truly fascinating man?
Donna, are you still snipping for D-Luke all this time?
Wait, but
Oh, come
Donna's
on.
the one who has a huge crush on D-Luke,
I
right?
get ya. Although I was never a D-Luke girly, personally.
That's what I thought too. But she seems to have changed her mind.
Would I be thrown tomatoes if I said that Kaveh was my favorite character? I think he's very pretty. Kaya, the man himself! I feel like it's been 50 years.
Huh. Now that I look at him, he's exactly my type.
Girl, this town is so small.
I never felt this way before.
Dude, Mustard is so small. How come you've had... Oh my gosh, bro. No tomatoes for me because I have no idea who that is. Brody. Oh my... It's not voice. Hold on. I can pull up my best impression. I'm flattered, Miss Donna. Although I do wonder whether that was intended for outside ears.
Oh, no. Of course not.
A plus
Sorry,
voice
Captain.
acting?
Just pretend I didn't say anything.
Dude.
And, have a happy Windbloom.
Not her crushing on Kaya, too. I intend to, my dear. But first, a question, if you don't mind. Why the sudden change of heart? I was under the impression Master D-Lake was the object of your affections. He's like, why me? Why me now? Come on.
Good question, Kaya.
So, you knew about that? Well, Master D-Luke came into the city not too long ago, but when I saw him, it was like
She moved
butterflies
on.
just weren't there anymore.
Brody,
If I had to
Donna.
compare it to something, it would be like waking up and realizing you're married to a man you don't love.
You were never married. Oh my god, wait. The animation works. Thank you, Daisy Griff, for the raid. Hi. I put in a new animation and you were my first test subject, by the way. Hi, Daisy Graham. How are you? What were you streaming? Hold on. I started doing the whole shout out thingy. Shout out. You? Oh wait, I can't just click it. Ba-da. Draz. Oh shoot. There's gotta be an easier way of doing this. Slay. Get to do event. Save. I feel like I'm in nostalgia now.
But then I saw you.
I see Kaya and I'm like, oh my god, I'm taken back.
About you, I can't really explain it.
Bro.
Just
Donna! Is this what you call a brother hoppler or something like that? Like... I understand, and I'm flattered. I was able to bring back the butterflies. But I do need to see to some business, so I'll take my leave. Okay. Do you prefer the Genshin husbandos or waifus or both? I like both.
Nice to see us.
I have like my favorite characters. I feel like so. Is it? I feel like sometimes you can sort of see like a person based on like the type of characters they like. I'm always like I like Kave. I like Farina. I like shoot. What else do I like? I think those are my two main favorite ones. People who are stressed out, maybe.
Have fun, you three.
My main team is Bennett, Nouvelette, Movika, and Farina.
So,
I have a couple teams.
you said you were looking for us.
I've been playing this game since the day it came out. I need to get out of this prison! Yes, Jean sent me to find you when she heard you were back in Mondstadt. But let's discuss the finer details back at headquarters. Okay. Kaya, we gotcha. I have an auto Farina team though. It's like this is my main team, Arle. With my seat Lally. And hold on. I can't. Why not? Oh, I'm in story mode. But I do have an auto Farina team, which is like Baiju, EM, Raiden, Farina, and was it Shilonen? No, Shilonen's Baiju. Took it Baiju. Someone else. No, Kazuha. Yeah. A complete EM team, EM Bloom team. Where am I going, bro? Rodius. Can't even teleport? I feel like I'm more attracted to games that have both like husbandos and waifus. I'm just not really interested in games that are like waifu or husbando only. Because I feel like a good variety is what keeps me more interested in a way. Like, listen, as much as my algorithm tries its hardest to get me into playing Love and Deep Space, I'm just so not interested. I can't do it! I just... OTV games are just not my thing. Variety is the spice of life. Yes, you gotta spice it up a little bit. Like, I feel like, you know, I like sexy characters, and then I like, you know, more dressed characters, and more masculine characters, more feminine characters. I just like a mix, a variety, in a way. Kaya, you found them. Otherwise, I get kind of bored. Yep, I managed to track them down.
Good. With what's about to
Ooh,
happen,
your voice.
it's great to have you
Great.
in town.
Whoa, headquarters are packed. What's going on?
There's a concert, by the way. I'm joking.
On the very night, Paimon. Oh, it's an honor to meet you. I believe introductions are in order.
Maybe. Allow me. You have note, Captain of the 2nd Company, Scaron, Captain of the 3rd Company, Eula, Captain of the 4th Company, and me, of course, Captain of the 9th Company.
Oh, you're all captains?
Yeah!
That's right. Master Jean is waiting for you inside. She'll explain everything.
She's waiting for me, like the headmaster. Jean, what you doing? Paimon, thanks for coming. Yes. That would be the captains. You know, for a few of them already, but I'm sure there are some new faces. There may have been a number of incidents in Mondstadt. In order to wrap up the case, I've gathered all the captains of the Knights of Avonius together to hold a trial.
A trial? But this is Mondstadt, not Fontaine.
I mean... Do they have a court of law in other nations? Paimon. Yanfei is not in Fontaine. Other places have courts too, right? Does due process exist in Mondstadt, or is everybody just given pixie dust? I can understand the confusion. You've never participated in one of our trials before? In truth, we haven't had to conduct one in quite some time, because everybody is nice to each other in this quaint little fairy tale coven of a town. The Knights of Avonius oversee most matters of law and order in Mondstadt. Of course, in the interest of fairness, major cases are tried jointly with the church. Okay, so the church is involved. I get it. It's like if the Pope was to decide your fate, you know. Under the guidance of Barbados, the Knights uphold chivalry, justice, and the spirit of our order, and the church carries blessings and goodwill wherever the wind can reach. And today's case requires a joint trial by both parties.
Which means it's a serious one.
Ah. Hold on. The group of people we saw in the corridor just now, there was someone missing. Where's Albedo? I mean, there's plenty of people that were missing. Why Albedo specifically? Why you got him on your mind, hmm? Why him specifically?
Right. He's the captain.
My opinion on the new
Genshin
Pope?
team.
I don't know. I'm not Catholic.
There.
I wasn't raised Catholic. Is a Pope. I also learned that there's a Pope-mobile. So, that's interesting too. He's from Chicago. All I know about Chicago is deep dish pizzas. Haven't heard anything about him, to be honest. The only thing I know is that he is American. Take that way to it. But yeah, I know nothing about Catholicism. I was like learning on TikTok like how the Pope is picked and stuff like that. It's like they had the white smoke and the black smoke. I like the deep dish pizza. Me too. When I was 16, I used to work at a deep dish pizza Chicago place. It sucked. It lasted like about 1 week. That was my first job. It was like 7 hours of work with no break, and you're on your feet all day. And like there was this giant oven in the middle, and every time you put even like a slightest piece of flesh on it, it gets burnt off. And like I have so many burns from it. Oh. But yeah, pretty good. A keen observation. That happens to be exactly why I called you here. I know, right? Whatever. And it's like, and they took all the tips too. They were like, all the tips go to the managers. I was like, great. So I would just tell anybody that was writing on the receipt, like, you don't have to make a tip. It doesn't go to us. And they were like, oh, okay. They don't feel bad anymore. I know. It was like a friend of my mom's that I got the job from, and I was like, nah, not even for family would I do this. I worked at Starbucks as a barista, and that job was better.
Albedo is the one on trial? What
So,
did he do?
no tips because technically you made minimum wage, but it was like $11 an hour. Like, come on, bro. Albedo on trial, what did he do? He doesn't have enough hair. He's balding. Jean, it's time. Okay. Understood. Paimon, come with me. My dad works at a Chicago pizzeria, so I grew up having Chicago deep dish. Yeah. So that's awesome. Brody is. Dang, in the one singular chair. This looks like a hanging. Like, what the heck? The way the spotlight is just in the center, it looks like there would be like a rope in there. Sorry, I shouldn't say that. Sorry, I drop useless nods sometimes. All good. We're just talking about ourselves. It's all chill. Uh-huh. Don't worry, the trial will be fair. What's my favorite type of topping? Black olive and sausage. With the Grand Master of Arca away from the Mondstadt for the time being, I, Jean Gunhilder, will oversee today's proceedings. Mr. Deacon, Mr. Dahlia, Deacon of the Church of Favonius, will serve as assessor. As representative of our respective organizations, we will ensure a just verdict in this case.
Oh, that's a new face.
Okay.
Deacon of the church.
I love Black Olives.
Does that mean he works with Barbara and Rosaria?
Estalia! Ha 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 ha. The defendant in today's case is Captain of the Investigation Team, Albedo. Albedo, what did you do, buddy? What happened? Yeah. Also, pineapple does belong on pizza. I love pineapple on pizza. So maybe there's a disagreement there. The identities of the victims are still unknown. Strange. If guilt is established in this case, all facts will be made public after the final verdict is delivered. Say, pineapple is good. Pizza's good. I love it. Chicken barbecue pizza. Say. Now, the captain of logistics company, Miss Hertha. The Hertha. Will present the charges. The court now appoints Mr. Kaya to speak on Mr. Albedo's behalf. Are both parties ready to proceed? Yes.
Ready to proceed.
Okay. Miss Hertha, the floor is yours.
Prior to this trial, the Knights of Favonius, in conjunction with the church, launched an investigation into Mr. Albedo for suspected murder and unlawful disposal of human remains.
Dude, that sounded so robotic. Sometimes, you know what? In the previous patch, I noticed that one of the NPCs sounded literally exactly like the localizers that was in the live streams. So maybe they're getting the localizers, maybe they're using AI. I'm not too sure. Maybe they're like doing both. Who knows?
Murder?
Maybe it just sounds real tinny. Who knows?
A witness stated that 11 days ago, in the middle of the night, she saw the defendant southeast of the city gates, dragging a large object she later identified as a human body.
Ooh!
No. There's no way.
Maybe they used AI training on the localizers. Maybe.
We now call that witness to
Because the
stand.
VA situation kind of crazy.
Please tell us what you saw.
What did you see? Mr. Albedo never killed nobody. Never killed nobody.
Well,
Not hurt a
out
fly.
late on business, and when I
I
came
defend
back,
him.
I saw someone in the moonlight that looked like Mr. Albedo. He was dragging a huge bag of some kind.
A black body bag.
I thought it was strange, so I followed him. Then there was a sudden flash of golden light.
Okay, it was actually Prada.
Opened,
Okay,
and inside there was
he was just bougie.
a body.
Oh dear.
Mr. Albedo's vision allows him to manipulate.
Okay, but this one has the star on his neck, so that he's the right one.
So he buried it and then removed any traces on the ground.
Maybe the dead body is the other Albedo that died. Is there a VA situation? If you don't want to talk about it, understood. Dude. Is there a VA situation? There's a VA telenovela. Someone made a video on YouTube about it, but look up SAG-AFTRA. And then you can make your own conclusions about it. There's definitely a difference of opinion and more nuance about it. I just want everybody to be happy at the end of the day. That's about it.
Before he left, it seemed like he looked in my direction. Maybe it was just my imagination.
I don't keep up with Genshin views, sorry. Yeah, don't worry about it. It's all kind of dumb.
Luckily, he didn't see me.
It's basically unions and AI and contracts and stuff like that, so. Blah. I now turn to the defendant. Describe your whereabouts that night. I was working in my office on second floor of the Knights of Favonius headquarters. That's right. The next day, the defendant submitted his latest environmental report on Dragonspine region. Considering the length of the text, it must have taken a considerable amount of time to finish.
Can anyone attest to the fact that the defendant
Hydrate!
was working in his
Slay.
office that night?
I have water this time now. No.
Then the length of the report is not a sufficient alibi.
This isn't looking good.
Brody! Brody! Hi! It's the cutie patootie, cutie patootie, cutie patootie. As I said, I am biased towards peak characters. If the crime did occur as you described, then what about the body? You mentioned the joint investigation. Well, was the body recovered?
Not yet.
In other words, you dug up the location Miss Beatrice described and found nothing. You don't find that suspicious?
I know what I saw.
Hmm.
I'm telling the truth, Miss Hertha, I swear.
Miss Hertha.
Also, didn't you say that speaking out would help protect the people of Mondstadt? Otherwise, I never put myself out here like this.
Dude, it's Miss Hertha, but with a lisp. Hello, everybody. It's Miss Hertha. No, don't worry
You're
about
doing the right thing.
it. It's so cute.
Besides, the investigation wasn't fruitless. A single men's shoe and a torn piece of fabric were found in the bushes near the crime scene. The same location the witness described.
I'm gonna call it now. I think that's his brother that Yellow Beetle killed from the previous Dragon's Bite event. And yet no victim has been identified. Correct?
It's true. No one has been reported missing. However, Miss Beatrice harbors no ill will toward the defendant. Her testimony clearly points to a crime, and she has no reason to lie.
Does the defendant wish to say anything in response? You may believe otherwise, Miss Hertha, but I did not kill a single person. I killed many. As knight and the captain of the investigation team, I have a duty to protect Mondstadt and its people. You accuse me of murder, but there's no body or motive.
The defendant raises an important point. Motive. Yet, I must be frank, not all murders are premeditated. Spontaneous conflict can also have unforeseen consequences.
Okay, Dude, this side is so robotic.
Nevertheless, I don't intend to prosecute this case on circumstantial evidence alone. Which brings me to the second charge against Mr. Albedo.
Second charge?
What? Tax evasion. I knew it. That's why he was up in the mountains.
7 days ago, at dawn, a witness saw the defendant dispose of the body of an adult male in the area between Dragonspine and Dawn Winery.
Okay.
I now call the second witness to the stand.
What's
Wait, that's...
Diluc Ragnavir? Oh, so wait, is Kaya the defense? And Diluc is also going to be the witness again. I see. Maybe? Or maybe I was just watching this wrong. I haven't played Genshin in like 6 months. All good. I have a deep sunk cost fallacy with this game, not gonna lie. It's like, I need to leave this prison. I'm still here. Please tell the court what you saw. I love this game. But I also hate this game. But I also don't leave. But I also keep coming back. At around 3:40 in the morning, I saw Mr. Albedo dispose of a body beneath a cliff. It was dark, but he used the power of Geo to illuminate his surroundings. Is Geo a light element? Crazy. Maybe quick, but this reminds me of Ace Attorney because of the courtroom. Well, it's just too lazy. Yeah, I feel like that the problem with live service games is that as more content gets added, the more difficult it is to play it if you're behind. And it gets too overwhelming, you know? Like, I remember I played Honkai Impact 3rd, and I was like, there's just so much. I could never reach it. I just gave up.
We now have accounts from 2 two separate witnesses that
Yeah.
describe the same modus operandi. Would you call that a coincidence?
And also, it's the fact that the biggest thing about live service games is the latest updates are always, at least they should be, an improvement, right? So the longer a game runs, the more the early game looks so outdated. And like when you jump in from the early game and you see the later game, you're just like, there's such a disconnect right here, you know? Like, whole different teams have been switched out. I would only inquire as to what Mr. D-Luke was doing in that area so early in the morning. Not a most opportune time for a stroll. Is there such a thing? Dawn Winery is my home. It is not unusual for me to take walks in the area. I just happened to be in the right place at the right time. That's all. Master D-Luke is a well-respected figure in Mondstadt. I see no reason for him to frame Mr. Albedo. Yet, the question remains, where are the bodies?
Before you suggest a lack of evidence, Mr. Kaya, you should know. After the defendant left that morning, the witness found this where the body was buried.
Yeah. This? What looks like the teeth and femur of a human. Now, it does beg the question. If the burial was fresh, why is this all the remains of the body? But I suppose Mr. Albedo is the only one who can answer that. I got it. It's a teratoma, okay? It's a tumor that grows hair and teeth. Don't worry about it. Don't look that up. Careful now. Master D-Luke, I do believe I hear a presumption of guilt in there somewhere.
These remains suggest an accelerated rate of decomposition. Considering the defendant's profession, there's reason to suspect that alchemy is at play here. Both witnesses saw golden light, a known byproduct of alchemy. That's how the defendant destroyed the bodies. The light also explains how the witnesses were able to get a clear view of the events in the dark.
So that's your angle. Alchemy. A logical statement, but we have a witness of our own. The afternoon before the alleged second murder, Mr. Albedo had a lengthy intellectual exchange with his student, Sucrose. The two were in the library until the next morning. Okay, but I also have one. Who's the victim? Is there anybody missing in this game except for our sibling? I don't know. Or maybe someone was hiding in the mountains. Why did the discussion last so long? Miss Sucrose was presenting the results of her research. She noticed some flaws in the data, and insisted on reviewing her calculations until the next morning with Mr. Albedo present. That's right. We were in the library together.
You're certain Mr. Albedo was present the whole time?
Yes, and I know Mr. Albedo would never kill someone. He could never be that cruel.
Nevertheless, the other witnesses have no reason to lie. Tell me, Miss Sucrose, that meeting in the library, were you awake the whole time? Sounds like...
Oh,
I do hope you can be truthful with us. It concerns the safety of countless Mondstadt citizens. A crime like this cannot go unpunished.
I'll take it from here. During our meeting, Sucrose did fall asleep not long after midnight. It's all right, Sucrose. You don't have to lie for me. This is a sacred place of judgment. The truth is paramount. Mr. Albedo. I see. Then I'm afraid your alibi cannot be substantiated. Do you understand? Yes, I know claiming innocence without proof isn't enough. But the prosecution's argument has its own holes. There has been no mention of a motive, or what exact method could reduce a human body to those remains.
No conclusive evidence of guilt. But the witness accounts do match to an extent that can't be dismissed. This is a tricky one.
Allow me to submit another piece of evidence. The investigators intercepted one of Mr. Albedo's correspondences. I will now read the pertinent parts to the court.
A correspondence. Oh no. That envelope does look like it belongs to Mr. Albedo.
I have
It's
never
forged.
abandoned the subject of human research. In fact, delving deeper into Dragonspine has led me to realize that the concept of life could be further expanded and transformed into that of birth.
Ooh, what are you? Miss Alchemy? Investigator? Shoot.
The mystery of human birth is often linked to death. As such, death is the most suitable material for the creation of new life. To that end, we must engage in a process of putrefaction and refinement.
Putrefaction and refinement.
Is that in reference to an alchemical process?
Who knows?
The letter continues. Experimental trials have been carried out in the northwestern part of Dragonspine, in the area southeast of Mondstadt's main gate. The data is as expected. Just as you endeavored to do, I too shall take up the path of creation and break through current limitations to reach a new realm of living beings.
I'm putting on a lip scrub right now. I trust the investigators have confirmed this to be the defendant's handwriting, and that the letter makes more than passing mention of putrefaction and refinement.
Correct. Not to mention the locations indicated in the letter.
Do I like sandwiches? I love sandwiches. Depends though.
What more?
No, it can't be true.
I can't believe it.
A guilty verdict cannot be delivered without sufficient evidence.
Idea sandwich is a hot dog.
In order to protect all parties involved,
It's a sandwich, right?
that is
I'm
what
joking.
our principles demand. My original assessment was that we lacked said evidence.
It depends on what I feel at the moment. It has to have black olives though.
But now, it seems the only remaining questions are the identities of the victims and the specific alchemical process used in this case.
Sucrose, could you tell us something? Ha! What is that? Then we are in agreement. Ooh! The evidence is conclusive. On the charges of murder and unlawful disposal of human remains, the court finds the defendant guilty. I love my olives in a sandwich. The people in attendance appear shocked. No one can believe a kind and well-mannered person like Albedo could commit such a crime. Jean stipulates that those unsatisfied with the verdict will have time to submit an objection or appeal, but most appear hopeless in the moment. As you watch Albedo being taken back to the headquarters, you get a strange feeling that something hidden is about to come to light. Hell yeah, it is! It all comes back to the letter, a secret that you and Albedo know all too well, but the people of Mondstadt have yet to discover.
Why would Albedo do something like
What does that mean?
Oh, this
What do you know that I don't?
here.
Oh, shoot. Albedo told me his secret once, that he was a synthetic human created through alchemy. Could that have something to do with this case? Yes! Hold on, I'm gonna... Someone let me know, is my audio okay and the game audio okay, or is like something too quiet or something too loud? Just let me know, because sometimes I surprise myself in these VODs. I'm like, dang, that sounds quiet, or dang, that I'm just way too loud. Well, this took a turn for the worse.
Rosaria! Oh, when did you get here?
I sound fine. Thank you so much. Game? Okay, I could do that. Yeah, for some reason it's very quiet. Yeah, I'll make it louder. I've been here the whole time. I happen to have a message to pass along. Yes, you're needed at Start Snatch Cliff. He's waiting for you there, okay?
Who is he?
You'll know when you get here. There. Go on now. Time is like the wind. It waits for no one. The current story seems to be related to your past adventures. Would you like to quickly go over and review those experiences? Do I though? Not really. Yeah, it's fine. You and Paimon went to Dragon's by the excavator who was I know this one, okay. It's all good. Nothing for you, nothing for me, nothing for anybody, for you to see. I'm all good. Everybody's happy at the end of the day. Yippee-ki-yay.
Bring it!
And dude, imagine if someone like Shilonen was released in early game. That would be crazy. People went... All people had was Kaya Icebridge and Mona. And that was like... mind-blowing. Mana, mana, mana. Venti! Venti, you're gonna evolve into a Trenta if you stand there like that. Like, come on. How simple he looks, bro. Ah, Paimon! I hear your arrival upon the wind. Were you looking for me?
Venti, did you send us that message?
No, I did.
Whoa, where did you come from? Wait, Venti, do you know this guy? His name is, what is his name again?
Didn't think I was that unmemorable. I'm Dahlia, Deacon of the Church of Favonius, and Herald of the Animo Archon Barbados. Not gonna forget next time, right?
I promise I won't, Aspire. So, you called us here so we could meet with Venti.
That's right. I noticed you during the trial. The legendary honorary knight. You seem to have a lot of thoughts on your mind, so I thought we should have a chat.
Do I share Albedo's secret, though? Quite a mouthful of a name. Dahlia is fine.
After all,
Deacon
I
of the
am the
church.
Herald of Barbados. If the people of Mondstadt are in danger, I should keep the Animo Archon in the loop.
Wait then, you know about...
About what? The fact that my tavern-hopping nomad of a friend
Everybody
is
knows.
Barbados himself?
It's kind of an open secret. Don't worry, Dahlia and I are close. He knows everything. Besides, a god needs someone to communicate their will in a formal setting, and no one does this better than Dahlia.
Not that I saw that coming when we first met. But back to the matter at hand. I
Whoa!
believe you two already
thank
know
you,
about
hello!
Albedo's background.
Thank you, hello, hi. Thank you, hello, I'm a cowfish? Cofish? Koi fish. Thank you for the follow. Model so pretty. Thank you. A lot of times, people ask me, koi, oh, it's like the type of fish. Yeah, how are you doing? But yeah, oh, also, I forgot to say, I commissioned... Nah, welcome to the tent. I commissioned my, model mama, and I asked them, if they can do a live 2D animation. Because they do rigging and they do, like, art as well. So they did the art and the model rigging. So I was like, hey, would you be able to do an illustration, but, like, animate it? And they were like, I could. Would you like to be the first? So that's gonna be very interesting. So I might have, like, a starting soon screen and stuff like that. So I'm very excited to show you. And for me to see as well.
So, you know too, Venti?
Yeah.
That's surprisingly Archon
Very
like
fun.
of you.
Well, I knew for the moment Reindotir and Alice brought Albedo back to Mondstadt. When those two are in town, no one can afford to slack off. Dude, I cannot German. I'm not a little German boy, I'm sorry. The Kreiden Prince, okay. A perfect specimen of synthetic life. At this stage of the case, there is countless questions surrounding Albedo's motive. His true identity is a potential weakness.
A synthetic being
Rip
loses
Venti's
control
voice to
of
the
their sanity and goes on a killing
I saw
spree.
that like he was going to be voiced
That's how a
soon.
novel would frame the
Like
story.
the voice
and
actor
people are
who did all the
inclined to
lines,
agree.
so it may be patched in. Who knows when though?
Albedo has told us before that
Yeah,
humans
yeah.
often value the ordinary over the transcendent and miraculous.
Ugh, often value the word.
And the
Yeah.
slightest difference is perceived as other. A very common phenomenon.
What's the difference between other and divine? Power. Unless it's scary power, then in which case, which? I love Venti too. Ah, he is, you know, the 1.0 cutie patootie, you know. And look at these two standing together. Sometimes I'm like, his model looks so simple, but like it still works in a way. Sometimes I look at D-Look and I'm like, oh, that did not age well. I look at Albedo, I'm like, oh, that did not age well. Like I was seeing Mizuki next to like all the Inazuma characters, and like Mizuki looks so much more detailed in a way.
We noticed that too.
But for
The
Venti,
minute we got here, something was off.
Venti is like he's a little German boy. He's just a simple little guy. Yeah, very pure Genshin art style. Yeah, I love him.
I've picked up on most of those too.
You're my
Miles
original
is out of
baby.
sorts. Beatrice seems anxious. Although I didn't know Donna stopped being interested in Master D-Luke.
Bro, how does that get around town? Who's the gossip behind that? No, little German boy. Don't eat the twinkle. When no love remains for songs to tell, the world becomes naught but an empty shell. Cruel is said fate, cruel it may be, were it not for a hero who could set us all free. Ooh.
What are you getting at, Tone Deaf Bard?
How cool is this? I drink cola and play Fortnite. Yippee! Anyway, I need to go, Epiland. Hope you have a great day. Of course. Have a great night. And make sure you get lots of rest. And have dinner if you need to. A certain someone is going to need to overcome a trial like that. In such cases, even the Seven know better than to tamper with fate. Dude, I almost knocked over my water. That was so scary. If only there was a brave soul willing to aid their friend in this time of need. Dude, I stumbled over that. Should he meet a terrible fate, all of Mondstadt could be worse for it.
If you wanted our help, you could have just asked, you know.
Okay. Well, even if Albedo wasn't at the center of the case, protecting Mondstadt is part of being an honorary knight, right? You'll still have help, of course, which is why I prepared a little surprise. Haha. Behold.
Ooh! Paimon remembers that Jumpy Dumpty.
Sorry, Miggy, you're stuck with me. No. You're stuck with me. You're never leaving. Don't worry. I removed the fuse, so it's not going to explode. Say hello to Cocomelon.
So, this thing belongs to you now?
Ah. Uh-huh. We're old pals. Don't think she'd care if I borrowed it for a few days? Anyway, this investigation with a little help from a trick of mine will allow us to keep in touch. Just take it out, and we can chat. Ooh, so we got a phone, essentially. That's all I ask. No matter what comes, You have the wind by your side. How was my little German boy impression? Would you give me a 10 out of 10? Or would you throw me to the gallows? No, little German boy, don't reach the fire. Very German boy, the 10. Thank you. Ah! And I'm not doing the abyss, I don't do at all. Oh wow! What's this? Yes, the story mode. So, stop it. What is up? We're back in Jane's office. I know you all must be shocked, but the evidence is solid. Albedo's situation is not looking good.
I still don't believe Albedo would do something like that. Using living people as alchemical test subjects? It's like something out of a novel.
Perhaps it's best for me to remain impartial, but I've worked with Albedo before. He's an alchemist, not a sadist.
Hui! This version of events is hard for me to accept as anyone. But Barca once said Albedo is very different from the rest of us. Perhaps there are things we still need to learn about him. Let's see what Albedo has to say for himself first. Would you mind giving me a moment, everyone? A private matter requires my attention.
Hey, Jean!
Hide! What's up? Paimon, perfect timing. Kaya has a favor to ask. Like Jean said, after the verdict, we have time to submit an appeal, and I will do my utmost to convince Albedo to accept. Dang, he's sticking by! He's sticking by! It's all the art he did, the free art. Investigate the case? Yes, it's also time for you to get involved. No, we'd like you to launch an investigation of your own. I'll continue working on his defense in the meantime. If you find anything that might help his case, just let me know. I know it's against the spirit of the season to task you with this, but Albedo is a trusted member of our ranks. We owe him the benefit of the doubt. I know you'll get to the bottom of this. You'll never fail us. I can't be a voice actor. I cannot read.
What if the accusations turn out to be true?
Then we put him in jail for the rest of his life. I'm joking. Then you will have done Mondstadt a great service all the time. All the same. I'm expecting a retrial. Until then, you're welcome to have a look around Albedo's office on the second floor. I'm counting on you. Double jeopardy, double jeopardy. I'm joking. I feel like I'd like to try voice acting. It sounds like a lot of fun. But you know, difficile. Is it other in Dragon's Point? No, it's not. Okay. What? Higher? Oh. Albedo? Bro, what? Well, bro, what? Can we go up here? Oh my goodness, wait, I swear this was not open. Slay.
Wait, Captain Kaya! Surely I can't just...
These two are here on Jean's orders. She asked them to investigate Albedo's office.
Oh, in that case, head on in.
Okay. We're doing all this for Albedo.
So this is Albedo's office. Pretty much exactly how Paimon pictured it.
Alright, I have some work on my own, so I'll leave you to it. Good luck, you two.
Right back at ya.
Okay, bye-bye, Kaya. Be back, please. I like seeing your pretty face, I swear.
Alright, let's see what we can find.
There's a stack of books on the desk, mostly relating to alchemy, environmental science, and life sciences. Some of the pages have been marked with alchemical symbols, and others have S-shaped or triangular symbols drawn on them. Any potential meaning is unclear.
Wow, these books are so
It's a
fancy.
grimoire.
Albedo must have gone to great lengths to get them.
After moving the book, the desk looks almost empty. Your hand slipped while moving the book, causing the hardcover handbook to strike the desk. The resulting noise is a bit unusual. It's subtle, but to an experienced adventurer, it sounds too hollow, almost like there's a compartment within the desk. Ooh.
Wait, it looks like there's a hidden compartment under the desk.
Usually that's called a drawer. There does appear to be a compartment added to one side of the desk. It was very well hidden. The lock mechanism is complex and seems to involve elemental power in some way. Perhaps you could try using the power of Geo. Ooh, we got the power of Geo on our side. If it was the power of Cryo, we'd be crap out of luck. The hidden compartment opens. Inside lies a piece of paper with more information. Do you think he did all this so that we would uncover it all? Sounds compelling. Festering is also a manifestation of rot. When festering forces and a sufficient amount of life energy collide, these two will repel each other, triggering a powerful side effect. When I tested this in an alchemical experiment, the results of the refinement were startling. Breaking through the shackles of life, the simulation of blank project, it must take advantage of this opportunity.
The name of the project is blotted out in ink. What could it be?
Project Stuja. The note mentioned festering forces, which suggests that Dragonspine could also be involved somehow. If this has something to do with creating synthetic life, would Albedo go that far for one of his experiments? No. That can't be! Oh, so death in life. Are we trying to be like, he wouldn't kill someone in order to carry out the experiment of creating synthetic life like himself? Like how his mother created him? Amid the notes is a map with a few markings on it. 2 of the marked locations correspond to the crime scene, and the third appears to be in Dragonspine. Okay. So a little past the bridge with this little lake over here, and then down here. Okay. It's a hard pill to swallow, but if the results of the joint I thought there was Paimon, are correct, there could be a body hidden inside that last location, or at the least what remains of one.
Huh. What does this mean? Oh, do you think something might also be buried at the last location?
Treasure!
Alright, that seems to be it for this place. We should go tell Jean what we found.
John. Wasn't this in the 2.8? The summer event before Sumeru.
Vent is calling. Let's answer.
Like this little dodo caller thingy. How's the investigation going? Find anything?
Oh, we found stuff alright. Stuff that only makes Albedo look even more suspicious.
Ooh. Sus. I see. So, Albedo's researching something that doesn't help with his case. Huh. Not promising. We should be grateful Albedo's true identity remains hidden. If it gets out that he's one of Reindotir's... I keep forgetting how to say that. Creations, there'd be no separating him from her past. As we both know, Reindotir's approach to alchemy and ethics was pure madness, and the evidence you just found, let's just say it could convince even the closest to him of his guilt. Perhaps even you. I don't think the handwriting was faked, and the notes also sounded like him. Then it comes down to trust. Do you trust Albedo? I want to.
Yeah, he's our friend. We should keep the faith. And if he really is the culprit,
Where's
he
Clee?
must have had a reason, right? Maybe he's just not allowed to talk about it. Yeah, that must be it.
Albedo did say, if I ever go crazy, will you stop me? You know, so maybe we gotta be the one to stop him, and that's his part of his plan. To go after him. Either way, a fair investigation means coming to a conclusion presented by the facts. Does that mean Venti no longer believes in him? He's a man of mystery. Remaining objective has its own value. Remember, none of this is your fault. Just report back with an honest assessment of the facts.
Yeah. Well, let's go find Jean and tell her what we learned.
Okay.
Wait,
Who's there?
that's...
Oh,
Peekaboo.
sorry. I
I see
heard
you.
voices and wasn't sure if I should check who was inside.
It's okay. We're here on Jean's orders.
Ah, I see. I'll, leave you to...
Hold on. You didn't hear what we were saying.
Oh, not really.
No, we were
Nothing
listening
that made
in.
sense anyway.
Given how someone said about Donna's new crush, like, come on, this town gossips like crazy.
Well, do us a favor and just forget
Eavesdropping.
anything you might have heard, okay?
Oh, sure. You got it.
That map we found in the hidden compartment seems important. We should check out the marked locations.
Slay, we can do that. Oh. So the first one is right here. Oh, also, I made a YouTube channel for all like my VODs and stuff like that. And we hit 2 subscribers. I feel like I should do a 2 subscriber special. What do people do it? We hit the 2 mark. I should probably link it in Twitch now. Dude, did I? No, I'm just going. I'm estupido. Wait, but why is it? Then what was this thing? Oh, poo. Didn't matter. Bet I'll go sub. A sub sandwich. I see. This is why we're talking about sandwiches. Who sneezed?
Now.
Oh, it's you. Dang. Didn't know that happened. A poo! Oh my god, this shit cold mechanics. Shinonen. Can't last here forever. Now you better do a 3-step celebration. Okay. I don't know. I'll say whatever you want me to. Just be respectful, I guess. I want to learn how people do like those yeah. I want to know how people do like those voice alerts. Dude, am I going the right place? Or am I just crazy? Oh no, I'm stupid. Goodness gracious.
We should
My
be
favorite
getting
movie?
close. Oh, look over there. Something seems...
What is my favorite movie? I don't know. Paño. Paño en la sea. Although everything is covered in snow as a seasoned adventurer, you notice a spot on the ground that looks quite different from its surroundings. I like this explanation. Just like, it's all covered in gross, but you know what? I'm competent as hell. I'm like amazing at this, okay? I'm just skilled. Get better. You remove the snow and find a sizable hole beneath, large enough to fit a human body. But the hole is completely empty and the surrounding markings make it look like something was dug up. Did an animal do this or some monster?
Weird. There's a hole, but no body.
Also, I think this hole would be a little bit too small for a body.
The prosecution's argument
say
is that
human body
Albedo
or
used
adult body.
alchemy to destroy the bodies. But this location is different from the other two. Why not fill the hole? Or smooth out the ground like the other places?
If one person did all this, why not remove the traces like the others? And if Albedo isn't the one responsible, why was his location marked in his notes? Why can't we just ask him in secret or something like that? Like, hey, can I talk to Albedo in secret? He'll tell me something. Get it from the source, the witness, the person, interrogate. I'm back! You're back. Did you find anything?
Yeah, but none of it helps Albedo's case.
I see. A complicated result, but your efforts are appreciated. Yes, you asked for a retrial. There are still questions surrounding the identities of the victims and disappearances of the body. The minimal remains that were uncovered have been sent out for forensic analysis. Which should provide some answers. Dude, just please be voiced again.
What's wrong?
Never seen the Ponyo movie before? It's my favorite movie because it's also a movie that my mom likes to watch. When I was younger, I remember me, my sister, and my mom, we would watch Ponyo together. And there's a scene in the movie where like the mom serves ramen, and she's like, look away, and then she takes like the top dishes, and it's revealed to have all the stuff in it, right? I'm sorry. I was crashing out. So after the movie, we're hungry, and so she made the ramen, and we did the whole like look away, and then all the toppings were there. Cause the trick is that all the stuff is like frozen on top of the plate of the ramen, and when it's all heated up, it just like falls to the bowl and cooks. So it's very interesting. It's like surprise, and we were like young, so we're like, how did you do it? If the victims turn out to be Mondstadt citizens, the situation becomes all the more serious. The second trial would likely have to be open to the public, and I doubt public sentiment will be in Albedo's favor.
Yeah, not when the charges are so serious.
The second trial is set to take place in 2 days. I hope you consider attending this one too.
Of course, we'll be there. In the meantime, we should all just stay positive.
Stay positive, stay positive, stay positive. Wait a minute, I thought... Wasn't Catherine voiced by Jean? I guess they got a new voice actress for Catherine, then. Huh. Or maybe... I don't know. I'm just a little guy. Miles. Miles, what do you know? Are you okay? 2 days later. 2 days later. Brody, if only they could make this a little bit faster. So how was your day? I hope it was great. I had dinner. Okay, there we go. Finally!
We should meet up with Jean. It's about time for the second trial.
My friend is innocent. You guys are all haters. You guys got nothing on him. You're just jealous. You too. Let me know if you're ready and we'll head out. Alright, follow me. Ladies and gentlemen, we now convene for the second trial against Mr. Albedo. I, Jean Gunhilder, will once again oversee the proceedings. Representatives on both sides remain unchanged, and Mr. Dahlia will continue to serve as assessor. I sound like an announcer. Miss Hertha represents the prosecution, and Mr. Kaya speaks on behalf of the defense. The defendant in this case is Mr. Albedo, captain of the investigation team. With that, I now bring the trial to order. Yep, more corp. Miss Hertha, have the investigators made new discoveries?
Yes. We sent the teeth and the femur bone found at the scene to the church's medical office, and were able to conclude that these are, in fact, human remains.
You found iron. That's crazy. Dude, when I watched the Minecraft movie, there's one joke that I laughed real hard at. I feel like it's such a dumb movie, but like, it's so dumb that I ended up liking it. It's like when the garbage man, he was like doing like this whole storage room selling auction thing, and they were like digging through the stuff, and at the end they were like, let's go, he doesn't respect the storage community. I don't know why that made me laugh so much.
In addition, the investigators were able to identify several Mondstadt citizens who appear to have been missing for quite some time. Forensic analysis of the remains allowed us to pinpoint the age and gender of the deceased. Interestingly, one of the missing individuals matches that profile to a T. The medical office couldn't spare the personnel, so Miss Rosaria is here to present the results to the court.
Wada. Huntsman, male, 46 years old, marital status. Maybe this is the father that went missing on the mountains, and people were like, this is weird. I don't know. Who knows? But that was theorized to be Albedo's brother who transformed into him, right? Joke was hilarious. It was hilarious. It was funny. In addition, medical records showed he sustained a mechanism-related injury to his leg 3 years ago. The damage on his femur bone Mr. DeLuc found was consistent with such an injury. Therefore, we can conclude that one of the victims in this case is Hanselman. A specialized technique was likely used to accelerate the rate of discomfort.
Is it reasonable to assume this technique to be alchemical in nature?
Alchemical or magical? Both are possible.
Thank you.
I thought you were an atheist girl. You didn't even know Barbados' name.
The identity of one of the victims is now confirmed. But what about the defendant's...
Considering what he wrote in the letter, we can deduce that the defendant needed subjects...
Yeah, Albedo, this ain't looking good for you. Come to the disclaimer.
Individuals whose disappearance would go unnoticed. In other words, he sacrificed the good people of Mondstadt. In addition, another witness has agreed to testify.
Donna! Ooh, wait a minute, Kaya, you gotta sway. You gotta sway and be like, hey girl. You gotta twist some words. You know, I didn't know what he did, but he's innocent. Free him!
Wait, Donna.
He's a little bit murdered, but who knows? Doesn't everybody? People die when they're killed.
I'm sorry it took so long for me to come forward. But the night Master Diluc saw Mr. Albedo, I was there too.
Ooh.
I was camping with a friend and we decided to stop near Dragonspine. I couldn't really get comfortable that night, so
I'm gonna do a little
dawn,
bit of recognition.
I decided to go for a walk. And that's when I saw Master Diluc.
Girl, you didn't just see him. I think you were looking for him, knowing your crush.
I thought it might be
You've already
nice
dealt
to,
with her, killed, yeah.
Chat.
Chat?
So I
Chat,
headed
is this
in
real?
his direction, and then I saw it. Someone at the bottom of the cliff was getting rid of a body.
Ooh, Albedo.
I was terrified the person might see me. Even after I fled, I couldn't shake that fear.
Wait a minute.
And I started to wish I never had a crush on Master Diluc in the first place.
Brody. Wait, wasn't, I swear, wasn't all the people, Bennett and Eula and Amber, weren't they all in Dragonspine? And they also knew that Albedo had like a twin of some sort, right? Although I think they, at the end of it, they think that he was killed. Or maybe he was killed. I don't know.
If I hadn't wanted to talk to him,
That
I
could be a
would
great
never
alibi. I
have
have a
been in
secret
that
twin, by the way.
situation.
It's kind of murderous. People saw him.
Well, I didn't want to come forward because I was scared.
I say, just stepping forward was brave enough, Miss Donna. Bro! Ah! She went like, ah! She was in her shoujo moment. Ah!
Yes. Thank you.
Murderous twin could be quite a twist. Ooh, what twist it was.
The two witnesses corroborate the same sequence of events. That just leaves the question of how the defendant disposed of the bodies.
I believe the answer lies in the alchemical technique mentioned in the letter. The defendant is the most accomplished alchemist in Mondstadt. He has the skill, no question.
A special investigator also uncovered some relevant evidence on the subject. I will now present it to the court.
Wait, did she mean...
What? The evidence we found in Mr. Albedo's office. The following are pieces of evidence uncovered in Mr. Albedo's office, the most important of which is this map. Yes, you saw it. This map was found in the defendant's notes. The markings correspond with the description in the letter and the locations of the crime scenes. That's a smoking gun. Does this map belong to you? Yes. Were you the one who marked these locations? Yes. You do realize it's basically an admission of guilt, don't you? The evidence against you is nearly insurmountable. No! Since you uncovered that compartment, I might as well be expound to that matter.
We have witnesses and physical evidence. What could you possibly say in your defense?
Bro, okay, we just gotta talk to him, okay? This Farina. What I have, I've never killed a single person.
Ugh, you have some nerve. Saying that when the evidence is stacked against you?
Yeah, it looks pretty bad, not gonna lie. NGO. Miss Hertha, you presented a meticulous and convincing case. I'll give you that, but I will not admit to something I didn't do.
So, what? You're just going to bombard the court with excuses?
Yes, Circus peed on my homework and I can't turn it in. I'm sorry. I didn't mean that. Ignore what I said. That's a rather dismissive way to refer to an innocent man speaking in his own defense. Besides, I'm not making excuses. I'm exercising patience.
That won't make the charges against you disappear, Mr. Albedo.
Perhaps not, but patience comes with its own reward. It's easy for things to remain buried in snow until someone comes along and brushes it away. Hold on, I think I'm going to... What? I'm gonna move my model back. I think I was too large because I messed it up in the end of my last live stream. I was showing off. Oh wait, yeah, the expressions. Hold on. I'll do a sparkle again. I feel like that's my go-to. If it was a hint, then it must be something to do with Dragonspine. Which reminds me, one of the locations marked on the map we found was in Dragonspine, wasn't it? You were the one who uncovered the notes, right? Then, I'm assuming you visited the third location marked on the map as well. I remember the last stream. Yay! Collective amnesia is not a thing. We are more than just goldfish. We have upgraded to Riz Crackers or something like that. You nod your head and give an honest account of the scenes you found in Dragonspine. Whatever was kept in the hole was gone, and surrounding the area bore the markings of an unknown creature. With everything covered in snow, no one knew there was something discovered in the first place.
Then, there must also have been a body.
A body has been discovered. Need to think about this. What clues am I missing? The first one. The first location marked is near Mondstadt. Beatrice saw Albedo use alchemy to drag a hole and bury a body there. A single men's shoe, a torn piece of fabric were found in the bushes nearby. Taken together, this evidence seems to suggest that Albedo killed someone and concealed the body. I mean, could we compare the clothing? Like, the hamster memory. I don't know if hamster memory is better, but yeah. The second marked location is between Dragonspine and Dawn Winery, where D-Luke saw Albedo bury the body of an adult male. Ooh. D-Luke described nearly the same events as Beatrice. There's no reason for them to collude against Albedo, so their testimony should be trustworthy. D-Luke found teeth and a femur bone at the scene, and Donna confirmed his version of events because she was also there at night. The two should have no reason to set Albedo up. Despite her crush, Donna wouldn't lie about something like that just to get D-Luke's attention. Well, she doesn't have a crush no more. She don't like him no more. She moved on and found a new man. Not to mention, Donna has been acting strange since before the trial. Third mark location. The third mark location is in Dragonspine. We already know, we only know it because we found it on the map in the hidden compartment. During our investigation, Paimon and I discovered a hole beneath the snow big enough to hide a body. There were also claw marks around the outside. But there was no body or any remains whatsoever. According to the forensic results, the teeth and femur bone belonged to a Mondstadt citizen, and the witness accounts suggest that Albedo was the last person to come into contact with the body. Did Albedo really use alchemy to reduce the bodies to a few bones? Does that mean he's the killer? Third mark location. Oh, I'm sorry. Human remains in the second mark location. That was the Dohyo body. Shoot, the differences between the marked locations? Albedo marked the 3 locations on the map found in the hidden compartment. There's some similarities and differences between them. Based on what we know, all 3 locations were likely used to hide bodies. The holes dug in each area commonly seem big enough. But unlike the first 2 locations, there were claw marks around the hole in the 3rd location, and no witnesses saw anything happen there. Dragonspine is a home to all manner of monsters and wild animals. Could some kind of creature have dug the body? Why wasn't there the case in other locations? The marks don't look fresh, which means the hole at the 3rd location has been there for longer than 2. But the hole at the end of... Blah 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 blah! Bippity boppity boo! I accuse you! Hiya! Dragonspine has a frigid climate and covers in snow all year round, even though it's home to various monsters and creatures that go stand the cold. Oh my gosh. When I was in like middle school, I had such... Have I played any Pokemon games? Have I played any Pokemon games? Oh, yes. My first favorite one is Gen 5. My favorite Pokemon is Snivy. I played Sword and Shield. I played Violet. I want to do my first Nuzlocke. I'm a little too scared though. And also, I have to do it through other means. Oh, I was saying, but like, in middle school, I had the biggest, like, back to go for memory. Yeah. When I was in middle school, I had the biggest, like, fascination with Mount Everest and, like, the people that die there. Like, green boots and stuff like that. Like, people use, like, bodies as markers. And it's so hard, like, you barely can't retrieve them because you're more likely to die retrieving the body than you are to actually retrieve it. And there's so much litter as well. And it doesn't decompose because it's like the coldness of the mountain basically preserves the body until like the wind like knocks it over or some sort. That's when they go bye-bye. It's crazy. Deep within the mountains lies the remains of even more mysterious creature, Durin. Although the dragon has been dead for a long time, he still possesses a peculiar life energy. Now that I think about it, a lot of strange things have happened on Dragonspine. It's pretty interesting. They don't take up us at all. But in truth, he is the Credepris, a synthetic human created by one of the 5 sinners, Gold Reindetir. Albedo is steadfast, intelligent, and treats everyone with kindness and respect. I think that most people would agree with that assessment. He's also a calculated thinker. It's fair to say that he did commit a crime, and it would likely be well concealed. Up until now, Albedo has never displayed any ill will towards humanity, and he also seemed like his normal self. As his friend, I shouldn't reveal the truth about his identity. That would only make things... Can we just talk to him? One-on-one. Let me be his lawyer, take it to the side, present his case, like we did with Lene and Lynette. Okay? I almost forgot! Paimon and I once encountered someone on Dragonspine who looked exactly like Albedo, and we weren't the only ones. Wait a second. Someone that looks exactly like him. Yeah! We need to call Saul! I'm guessing Albedo has a plan, so I should help him out. But does he want me to announce a break in this case? No. I should play it safe. Since I made an honest assessment of the facts, I should be honest with my doubts too. It's only fair. Besides, I think I understand what Albedo is trying to tell me just now. You don't need a criminal lawyer. You need a criminal lawyer. Ta-da! I'd like to address the court, if I may. I was the one who investigated the office, and I believe the results was a few questions. Regarding the 2 cases addressed in the previous trial, it is established that after disposing the bodies, the defendant used alchemy to restore the ground to its original state. But that wasn't the case at the 3rd location. The hole was still there. There was dirt scattered around the perimeter. It looked like it was more like something had been dug up. If this is all done by one person, why wasn't the 3rd scene given the same treatment as the others? Why weren't the traces removed? In addition, the markings around the 3rd location weren't fresh, which suggests that Dragonspine incident happened at a different time. For those reasons, I believe that there's still a reasonable doubt in this case, and I hope the verdict reflects that. Thank you. Astute as ever.
Questions there may be, but allow me to point out, there is no evidence to suggest that anyone besides the defendant knew about the 3rd location. And the map was found in his notes. That fact alone makes him the most plausible suspect. Unless Mr. Albedo suddenly plans to deny that the map belongs to him.
Allow me to respond to Blank's point. If all I cared about was proving my innocence, I would indeed do as you described, Miss Hertha, and deny any connection to that map. But that is not what I intend to do. The map does belong to me, and I did hide the things at those 3 locations. There were indeed bodies at each location, and I did kill and bury someone in Dragonspine.
Ha!
Bro!
So you admit it. Let the record reflect that the defendant has confessed to his crimes.
But I killed myself, my inner demons. You're mistaken, Miss Hertha. The story doesn't end there. Eula. You know what? She still looks pretty. Some time ago, I encountered an uninvited guest on Dragonspine. Someone who wanted to take advantage of the deserted nature of the region to eliminate me in secret. His desire to kill me led to an altercation where I killed him instead, and buried the body on the mountain, the 3rd location marked on the map.
Actually, the traveler Amber
Yeah!
Bunny and I were with Albedo that day.
Would the voice lines be different if, you didn't do that event, though?
The Adventurers Guild was holding an event on Dragonspine. After it ended, we all left the area.
Weather.
If the person Albedo is referring to is different from the one we encountered on the mountain, then the altercation must have occurred after we left.
This only proves that the defendant is guilty on all counts. Those innocent people, their blood is on your hands.
I'm sorry. No, you're wrong.
You deny it? After admitting to murder for the whole court to hear? You've clearly lost your mind.
I'm sorry. If you let me finish, Miss Hertha, I could get to the important part. The man who attacked me on Dragonspine was my height, blonde hair, blue eyes, dressed in clothes nearly identical as mine. Someone who happens to look exactly like you? Exactly like him? So I was right. It does come back to what happened back then.
It's one thing to look similar, but
What's going on? I don't want to be here anymore.
Regardless, the important thing is that you admit.
Yes, I killed someone that day. Someone who looked nearly identical to me. But I never said that someone was a person. I see. Then it appears I need to withdraw my testimony.
What?
Everyone! I brought her!
Wait, you.
The person who just came in, isn't that...
What's going on?
Who are you? Why do you wear my face? Hello to you too.
Ah! Bro, we're trying to help you. Listen, he's got a plan. He's playing 4D BD chess. Like, and it all comes together. Yeah, it does. I'm pretending I'm like swirling wine and just like a cup of water. You know what? For my 100th follower special, I should do... Am I allowed to do a drunk stream? Am I allowed to drink alcohol on a stream, or do I have to age restrict that or something like that? I don't usually drink, but...
I see what's going on.
I don't know, I have to
here.
look at TOS.
It's all been leading up to this, hasn't it? Your confession. It was all an elaborate stunt to set me up.
Sometimes I have to prove to people that I am actually above 21. Goodness gracious. I'm not sure I know people have drink on stream. Okay.
You want to undermine my credibility? Fine. It doesn't eliminate the mountain of evidence stacked against you. All I want is justice for the people of Mondstadt.
Yes! I bet you that I just graduated college, guys! Or maybe you were here, but like, yeah, I am... Oh, I shouldn't say. But I am early 20s. Happy graduation to me. Yippee-ki-yay. I've been stationed on Dragonspine all these years because that is where my subject of research lies. The dragon, Durin. Several years ago, the Dragon of the East, Devalin, defeated Durin in battle and, with the help of Barbados, sealed his remains on Dragonspine. Durin was created through alchemy, one of the finest specimens of artificial life. As such, death was not a true end to him. His heart still beats and grows, more revitalized by the day. My imposter on Dragonspine was a failed specimen abandoned by Durin's stomach. An unsuccessful iteration of the homunculus project.
Homunculus?
The homunculus.
Are you trying to insinuate that I'm some kind of homunculus?
Who's
Because
real?
It looks to me like the artificial one is standing right there. Some kind of imposter you dragged in from Dragonspine.
You have a young Saturday voice. I thought you were older than 20. But, like, there's a lot of VTubers that, like, have, like, a, like, higher pitched voice. But, like, I usually get, like, hey, are you actually, like, above 18? I'm like, yes, I promise you. Maybe it's the way I talk, rather than the pitch of my voice. Maybe I just have, like, I have a middle school sounding voice. I get it. Oh, dear.
So this is what I look like when I fly off the handle.
I sound like a band kid.
You know, they say imitation is the best form of flattery, but your impersonation has overstayed its welcome.
Yeah, but that's it. Yeah. It's not the pitch of my voice, it's just the way that I sound kind of nasally.
Master
But,
Jean, what
you know,
are
we
you
all have our
waiting
breaks.
for? We've known each other for so long. You recognize the real me, don't you?
Bro, this VA is getting paid! The two of you look identical, but judging based on your demeanor, the new arrival actually seems more like the Hertha I know.
That means nothing. By that logic, I could just as easily accuse the albedo in this room of being an imposter.
Dude, I'm getting Farina vibes, bro. She sounds amazing. Not trying to be weird with you. I don't care. No offense taken. No offense taken.
How do we know he isn't the fake one? A cold-blooded killer who replaced the real albedo long ago.
Who knows? I don't know.
Then, how about something only the real Hertha would know? The longest scar on my body. The knights who fought alongside me that day should remember.
I remember. Let's hear.
I'd like to hear Miles answer first.
You know what? I was talking to a mortician. And one of the things that she said to me is that the only way people know who you are and understand your personality and, like, your story, because after you die, you can't speak. You're just there with, like, the mortician. Having a tattoo says a lot about yourself. So I was thinking maybe like, before I'll die, I'll get, like, a small tattoo. Only a morgue person would know. And it's gonna be, like, a Kirby or something like that.
Huh?
Like, dang, this person's a loser.
You don't know? Or you don't
Kirby
remember?
cute!
I heard you've been acting strange these days. Disoriented? Confused? You were closer to me than anyone during that battle. And yet you don't remember a thing. Strange.
Miles! Cyberpunk. Oh, dude, I need to watch the Cyberpunk anime.
My head. It hurts.
The scar is right here.
Illustration? Why the nurse? I can't imagine this comes as a surprise. Unless your informant is the Knights of Avonius, fail to mention the scar on Hertha's left arm.
Albedo has done a lot of research into beings like you. If you deny it, then show us your arm.
And to beings like you. Oh, that's why they're going so hard on Albedo. This is another failed experiment. Right, here? You have created a lot of inferior complexities in their siblings, I swear. No need to panic. You could just add it now. You excel at changing your appearance, don't you? Or I should say, all spawn of Durin's life force has that ability. Oh, they spawn. I guess. A power. Oh, is that what the bodies that he's burying or something like that? Just like doppelgangers? A powerful life force, an appearance that you can change it well. Yet, here you stand, formless one, paralyzed to act, because you're worried using that power could affect your accomplices. Accomplices? Then Miles must be one of them. There are others too. Most of the beings under the influence of Durin's life force have gathered here, and yet their presence is what impedes her from taking action. Once you attempt to transform, all who surround you will be affected by your power. You can't control it because in this network of living beings, you serve as the core, like fungi?
Show us your arm.
Wow!
Have it your way.
Whoa!
Ooh!
Come on, let's go.
Brody Odious. You really think you're gonna do something?
Shielding the imposter!
She's trying to get away. Stop her! Don't let anyone stand in the way.
There are others trying to get in.
Ooh.
Must be more people under her control.
Time to get moving, everyone. Ah!
Whoa! She just leaped across the room!
After her!
It's time. My little alchemy boy. All units, move out. Third company, keep on the imposter's tail. Okay. We finally have a chance to talk, but before I explain the events of the past few days, I'd like to make a few things clear. Michelle. Oh wait. Second, the events of the past few days were all a part of the plan. Most of the members of our order were in on it. As for the witnesses, Master G picked up on the situation long before today's. Oh, okay, so they're all smart people that could tell, I guess. Wow, that's quite an evolved plan. You could have it involved me? I feel excluded. How dare you? Indeed. Follow me. Dude, should I...
What? How are there monsters in the city?
They are all monsters from Dragonspine. An attack is imminent, but fear not. We've been preparing for this. We've been monitoring the resurgence of Durin's life force. Its festering nature agitated these monsters. We knew it only a matter of time before they advanced on Mondstadt. And so we made preparations for an inevitable battle. I was hoping you two could join me and provide assistance in the battles to come.
Of course. Where's our first stop?
Whoa! The top of the city wall! Okay. Mama! Mama!
Master Jean, headquarters should be secure for now. We responded in time and had enough manpower. We can even spare some for mobile support across the region.
Dude, I'll get... Oh, was it Till? Oh, shoot. The makeup brand. I was in Sephora because I needed to get some lip scrub. And I saw the brand that they were collaborating with. It's like, slay, girl! Your face is gonna be right on that. But I wish they had like a different design for the collab instead of just her standard outfit. Good. Our intel suggests that the monsters from Dragonspine could be disguised as Mondstadt citizens, so be sure to exercise caution. Oh, and my divination revealed that there were also regular people under the influence of some strange power. None of them are monsters. Yes, for those people, the aim is to subdue, not harm. Before you attack, make sure to figure out what you're dealing with.
Understood.
Okay. 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 Yeah, but you know, it's expected since it's U.S. I think Charlotte Tilbury is mostly in U.S. I don't know if they're in other places. Yippee!
Hey, Venti!
Shoot! Someone's coming. Help me! Please! Someone, please!
What's with the freak out? It's just us.
Imposter? Ah, perfect. I could drop the act. Sorry. Thought you were regular citizens. Girl, you had eyes. You just wanted to play along. You want to be silly. Silly goober. It's about time. I think we could proceed as planned. I agree. Although, it's been a while since I dealt with something that big. It's going to be pretty exhausting. Don't worry, I'll treat you to a drink for your trouble. Just what I wanted to hear.
So, these two know the other's identity then?
People can make new friends when you're not here, you know. Monsters started surging from Dragonspine during the trial. They soon became agitated, likely in response to the core coming into pressure. Still, I never expected those monsters to have become this advanced. The power of evolution cannot be underestimated, especially considering the fact that Durin absorbed the previous imposter.
Wait, so what about the map? And the missing...
What the witnesses saw was true. I did hide the bodies. As I monitored the situation on Dragonspine, I noticed that the many who had ventured here came back different. Those were under the influence of Durin's powers, but the less fortunate ones had already been devoured by monsters, who then assumed their appearance to infiltrate the city. Most of those who were placed had no close relatives, so when their behavior changed, they basically hello neighbored them. I don't know, not hello neighbor. Shoot, was that the name?
What about the remains
Finding
Taylor
doppelgangers
found?
in the milkman.
Did they belong to one of the victims?
Maybe. Yes, the monsters slowly digested their victims. Sometimes they even left behind body parts to aid the transformation. All that remained of the first victim was a few strands of hair and the second some teeth and bone. Rest in peace. That is sad. Only murder happens in Mondstadt. I don't know, like when we first Archon quest, we saw upside down Veti statue and someone was straight up dead. I guess not in the war. The war. Flashbacks. Well, someone had to do it. Besides, I managed to gather some valuable data on the Oh, also in Fontaine when someone dissolved. Never mind. I'm just stupid. After we defeated that doppelganger wildflower on doppelganger wildflower. Can you say that 7 times fast? I can't. We promised to tell each other a story, remember? I'm glad. Then you remember what I told you about Subject 2. In his pursuit to replace Subject 1, he transformed into a wildflower into Subject 3. Yes, that would be Subject 2. I comforted him and buried his body in Dragonspine. So, you see, at one point there was something hidden in that hole you found. But Durin is becoming more vitalized by the day. Under the influence of his power, the monsters dug up Subject 2's body and returned it to Durin's stomach. He's regaining power of the souls of innocence and the lonely. I see. Definitely couldn't. Durin absorbed the failed creation along with the knowledge and the way of thinking. Ever since then, all creatures spawned from his power had the ability to transform their appearance. Oh! Okay, so when Albedo's brother failed experiment died, Durin... I guess Albedo's failed brother was buried in that hole, right? But then Durin, I guess as a part of the land, he absorbed that and gained his ability to transform and his knowledge. So he's like all for one or something like that. Bro, that's crazy. Humans who venture into Dragonspine for too long are also bound to fall under Durin's influence. But those effects don't show themselves right away, and the extent to which a person has been affected is hard to perceive. You saw it yourself, didn't you? All those people acting strange. Those are the same people who tried to break into the Knights of Avonius' headquarters. Wait, Donna? Is Donna an imposter? That's why she was acting strange? I thought Catherine was just weirded out or something like that. Who knows? Durin's power remained dormant within them until finally it surged to the surface and seized control. That was also a goal. If we could force a situation where the imposter had no choice but to unleash that power, all those under its influence would become violent, and thus we would know who was affected.
Wait, so what do? We can't go around hurting innocent people.
So this is like Among Us. We gotta find the imposters and eject them into space in the fake sky. That's why I'm here. It would make me look bad if I just lazed around after promising to help. We will use the power of Animo to restrain them for now. That should give the Knights a chance to subdue them without harm. A specialized team will deal with them later. Among Us. Absolutely Among Us. Yes! If there's little secrets other people shouldn't know, my identity, for example, keep that to yourself, okay? Alright, this should do it. Is that why Albedo couldn't say, like, hey, doppelganger, I have a doppelganger? Because he knew that room was full of doppelgangers and he didn't want to tip them off, I would assume. And, like, give them the chance to escape. Not that cut! Crazy! It's just like cut off.
Wind currents? Paimon's never seen this many.
Paimon, you sounded like your old voice. That's crazy. This is 1.0 nostalgia. There should now be wind currents across the whole city. Everyone, can you hear me? Loud and clear, all units, what's your status?
Good. We have enough manpower to provide support. Requesting assistance at the side gate. Heading over now.
Whoa! It's long-distance wind communication! How is that even possible?
It's all thanks to Lord Barbados. With this blessing, we will succeed in defending our city. Okay, so we did the leeway, which was shoot, I forgot the name. And then we did, we're doing Mondstadt. So is the next one Sumeru? Ah! I think Sumeru is my favorite region. I wonder how many voices Paimon has. I'm gonna Google it. Well, Paimon has one voice actor, but she became a lot higher pitched later on. But she had a much deeper voice in like 1.0, the 1 points. Actually, if you face away from the current and whisper like this, no one can hear you.
No wonder you're crouching down there like you have something to hide.
What about all the cats? Do you think they will just like go in the air and like, ah, I'm floating? So I'm sorry. You didn't have to broadcast that.
Huh? That voice. Venti? Is that you?
Oops.
Oh, you know, just the wandering bard calling for help. Thank goodness Paimon and Albedo found me, got me out of that tough spot. Dude. Alright, now that you're okay, we should check on the status of other areas. Thanks, friend. May the animal Archon protect you. Got things covered here. As Venti always does. Woo! Got a drone shot. Kaya! How am I doing? I didn't like being in the middle of this, especially on a bridge. Oh, look who it is. Wow. Get back! Whew, that was a close one. I suppose things are in order, Master Diluc. I appreciate the help. No need. I didn't intervene to save you. It was only for my own convenience. You were in my way. Oh, well, let me get up your hair then. I suppose we could work together, but you would just melt my eyes anyway. Suit yourself. Alright, tell me, when did you notice something was off? The first trial. Ah, because of my fake Hertha? Because of the fake Hertha. No, because of you. Me? What did I do? My defense wasn't passionate enough? No, you weren't nervous enough. Tell me then, Master Diluc, when do you think I actually got nervous? I suppose we'll see, won't we? Monsters incoming. And second thought, best not to think about it.
Oh, so sorry. Freeze. Verdict.
Oh dear, these old ass characters. That's so slow. Go it. Ow.
Dodge this.
He did block it.
This moment will be frozen in time. Freeze.
I need to get my ult back.
Time for retribution. Verdict is. Oh, so sorry. Dodge this.
Oh, come on, bro. Rest in peace! Oh, dear. Oh. No, Z. I was like, wrong button! I've had to use food in a long while, I'm not gonna lie. It's like Arlecchino and food doesn't work. Okay, go away.
Freeze. Don't get frostbite. Dodge this. Time for retribution.
Yeesh. if you had time to make it out here, I thought that I read if you had time to make out. I was like, excuse you. I'm guessing the other areas are secure.
What? We can't be here because we care?
Maybe this was just the closest spot to the city gate. Maintaining control over the main road means maintaining control over the battle as a whole. You made the right choice.
So what's the status over here?
Well, I remember an analysis a long time ago that basically said that Mondstadt was really a well-fortitude area for defense because there's essentially just one opening to the entire city, right? And everything else, it's like an island. So it's really hard to actually get in, which is very interesting. All under control, don't worry. My trusty civilian volunteer and I have this area covered. I think you mean the man who held the title of cavalry captain before you. Ah. Jeez. There's a little fucker going around me! I hate you. Go away. Can't believe this. It's like, I like the light of your computer. Can I see you? And I have my window open because it's like hot. That is pretty good for defense. Yeah. Good luck. Oh, and I wanted to thank you for what you said in court. If I'm not mistaken, you were on my side by the end. Believe me, he had his suspicions since the first trial. Hate bugs that just fly around me. I don't like the buzzing, which is why I pick them.
That's so sweet.
I know, right? Go away. Thank you for trusting me and for choosing to fight alongside us. As for you, Kaya, good work as always. Of course, stay safe. Bishar! Look at these low graph textures because I had to put this on low setting for it to stream. But you know what? It's streaming pretty well, so no complaints. Oh. Okay.
I'll protect us.
There you go. Guy Huffman. This is Mika's brother. I'm gonna save him. Okay, just in time. I found 16 diamonds in the flesh. I gotta take diamonds in my bucket. Alright, you should be on the mend.
Thank you so much, Miss Barbara.
Barbara.
Things are still quite chaotic outside. It's best if you all remain inside the cathedral.
You're not rushing back to the front line, are you? You're still injured.
Don't worry, Miss Barbara. I'll try not to put myself in harm's way. I can help with the logistics from the back.
Well, maybe we can give you a hand. As you said, the situation outside is chaotic. Injured parties should not be left unattended. There are others here who need to get back to the front line, so I'll skirt you all myself.
Of course. Thank you, Miss Rosaria.
Just doing my job. I'll leave the cathedral to you then, Barbara. You can count on me. I don't really know how all of this started, but I do know that Jean and the others have been preparing for this for a really long time. So I think everything will be alright. No, it has to be. Did I catch you at a bad time, Barbara? No, not at all. Did you need something? I just wanted to tell you that over the next few days, a lot of things are going to happen in Mondstadt. Attacks and fighting, so I need you to take care of yourself. Huh? How do you know? Albedo warned us in advance. It has something to do with Dragonspine, and he's our authority on that region. So we should take him at his word. Dragonspine, huh? So the city is going to be in danger. Yes, but the Knight of Favonius will do whatever we can to protect the people. But then, who will protect you? Don't worry. I'll look out for myself, I promise. Please let them be okay out there. Okay? Sister Barbara, could you lend me a hand? Of course, coming. Noero! Benata! Boku the Boken? Ambar! Emika. They're here! Prepare for battle! Sorry, I'll do my best Mika impression. On guard, everyone! Incoming monsters at 11 o'clock. Looks like we've got 25 hilly churls, 2 blazing axe midget churls, and a bunch of different slimes. Prepare elemental catapulters. Roger that. Dang, a lot of envoys. Oh god, you're not gonna make me use Amber and Mika! Oh wait, no, this is...
Hey, get him!
Shut the fuck up. Oh my god, stop it.
Final warning.
It's great. Why am I stupid? Why am I dumb? I didn't mean this. Can I restart? I didn't mean this. I get it now.
Neutralizing threats.
You'll pay for that!
Jeez. Dude. Of course, duh.
Let's keep going, team.
Oh, healer. Brody. Okay, go there. I will be here.
I'll race you there!
Engaging.
Focus your attention somewhere else. Sounds like Mika. I don't know.
All units are now.
Kind of like a nerdy voice. Like, actually.
Hertha! Oh, jeez, your voice scared me just now.
Plundering the seas?
What? Still caught up in the imposter incident? I thought you knew about the plan.
Well, after you up and disappeared one day, all Master Jean told me was that you'd be gone for a while on an important mission, and that it'd be better if people thought you were dead.
Hmm?
And then, what do you know? Someone who looks exactly like you appears out of nowhere 2 days later. If Master Jean hadn't told me...
Yeah, that's quite a scary thought. I get the chills just thinking about it. A monster replacing someone close to you and you're none the wiser? Don't worry. Once this is over, those monsters won't be a threat to us again. Beto, are you okay? The trial wasn't too hard on you, was it? I'm sorry I couldn't be there. I was so worried. Same here. I thought it was all real at one point. I was in complete shock. So, you didn't know Amber? Then, it seems Eula did an excellent job at keeping the situation under wraps. And, no need to worry, you two. I am no worse for wear. That sounds like Eula, alright. She's like, can these be voiced? I'm tired of talking. Talk at the whack of hop at it. One day. You're not getting a secret out of her.
Yeah, for sure. She's someone you can really count on.
Wait, so how did you decide Hertha should disappear again? After all this fighting, I can't seem to get it straight.
It was Kaya's suggestion. He had said the plan would work best with someone well-known and reputable without being too high profile. Naturally, Miss Hertha was the perfect choice. We needed to leave a hole in our organization, so she came up with the idea that she would disappear. So that explains the rumor that someone had fallen during a mission. Of course, it didn't take long for that to get resolved. No, because the imposter fell right into our trap. It was all a part of the plan. First, we spread the rumor that Hertha was missing in action after some kind of incident. The news came from Kaya and Hertha's direct subordinates, which was important because we needed it to be credible. The imposter saw the gap in our ranks and couldn't help but take the bait. It didn't take long for fake Hertha to appear in the night's virtual route, claiming to have survived her mission.
When did that happen?
Over 6 months ago.
Whoa, so this has been a long time in the making.
It's all part of... Oh, hydrate. Okay, the last of my water. Gotcha! Oh, that's tea now. So we had to wait long enough to convince the fake Hertha that she had our trust. Furthermore, we needed to give her time to gather evidence against me and convince herself she had enough to strike.
But how did the Knight's internal information even reach Durin and his monsters?
There's an informant among our ranks.
There's an imposter among our ranks. Hydration! Don't worry, Barbados already tracked her down. She doesn't have his blessing, so she can't hear what we're talking about. Oh.
Honestly, this whole situation almost gave Paimon a heart attack. All those awful accusations in the first trial, and you couldn't even defend yourself!
It was to be expected. I couldn't just reveal the truth. I had to be at the right moment, or it would have given the imposter even more fuel to use against me. She would have demanded to know how I knew about Dragonspine and the monsters in disguise. And if my true identity had got out, the public trust in me would be gone. Can I help you fight Raiden? Not kid broke the curve fun? Kufa? Hi, how are you? Ah,
Yeah, thank goodness
What
we were
world
able to
level are
back
you?
her into a corner.
that's good, that's good. I'm playing the main Archon quest. Indeed, I have you to thank for that. You probably don't know it, but you've been part of the plan since the beginning. Me? But I didn't even know there was a plan. 45. For that, you have my sincere apologies. I know I kept you in the dark, but I had a reason. This might not sound intuitive, but I didn't to make the plan even stronger. Depends on how long this Archon quest lasts. Usually, I try not to make my streams longer than like 3 hours. So, if I have some time, I'll try and help you out. I knew you would return to Windbloom. I knew you would agree to attend the trial. But thank you for stopping in. Hello? Ah, thank you, Nakid, for the follow. Goodbye! The fake Hertha subject to has met you on Dragonspine before. If she thought you even lost faith in me, her confidence might get the best of her and the perfect time for us to strike. Yay! Abeno's right, you were part of our plan from the start. I hope you don't take offense to our decision to take you part of that. And please, don't be too hard on Albedo. He was just doing the best to look out for Mondstadt. Enough people were involved in this plan as it was. We had no other choice. The honorary knight and Paimon will always be friends of Mondstadt. We will never forget that.
Aw, that means a lot.
Slay! In that case, it is us who should be thanking you, honorary knight.
Wait, was that you just now? Let's go to the side gate to check it out.
Trying out my fan account and level up a scoffer, iced coffee. Ugh, I don't know nothing about a scoff here. I'm skipping her. Does she require Raiden nuts? Or is it just like part of the story? Go to Mondstadt side. Oh, Diona! 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 Ah, not story. Okay. Ugh, these darn things are more annoying than disgusting booze hounds. Albedo, if you run into anyone that needs a safe place to wait us out, feel free to send them to get Cat's tail. I'll be out to watch over things so the tavern will be all safe. Thank you, Diona. We'll be sure to do just that. Slay. Dude, I thought that was Raiden for a second. I was like, Miss, what you doing here? Oh, shoot.
Lupical, it's you.
I'm really doing Razor here.
Burst forth.
Woo! Whatever happened to Razor mains?
You're in for a little shock.
They died. Shoot! Go away.
Live! Witness my great undertaking.
Let's spark things up a little.
Actually, this is kind of a challenge, using like only 1.0 characters. That's a little difficult.
Come a little closer. Blitz.
Okay. Whew, it's been a while since I unleashed my lightning during Winter.
It happened a lot before?
Razor, you are voiced? My old professor even wrote to me about a few days ago. Of course, I made sure to emphasize that I always treat others with kindness. It's only natural for a student to inherit their teacher's ways after all, and mine was gentle old man from Tmatmat school. So you see, this time I only used gentle methods of electrocution, so gentle even Jean would have no reason to intervene.
Huh. Gentle electric.
You seem to be in good spirits, Miss Lisa. Well, it's good to move about every once in a while. Nah.
It's all my fault. I knew Clea was fast, but disappearing like this? I only lost sight of her for 1 second.
Yeah, where is Clea?
How am I going to explain this to Albedo?
Explain what?
Albedo, Traveler, Paimon. What brings you here?
Oh. We're providing mobile support across the region. Was there something you needed to explain? You can tell me anything. I hope you know that.
Yeah, plus we kinda already heard what you said. So.
Have I ever played Marvel's Rivals? No, I have not. It looks very, interesting. Like the characters are very pretty. I just worry that it's like, you know, first. I don't think it's a first-person shooter. I don't know. I'm just not very competent at those type of games, you know, like competitive type of 1v1 games. I don't know. I feel like it stresses me out a lot. I would need like a friend to teach me how to do that, like collab or something like that.
Clea, she disappeared right under my nose. I'm sorry. I'm doing all I can to find her.
I see. Don't beat yourself up. Clea is.
Wait! Something's coming this way, and it doesn't look pretty.
I mean, isn't there like wind communication? You could just be like, Clea, where are you? Get your butt back here. All right. Fight first. Conversation later. It's a 3D person.
Right next to me.
Oh, it's a
And the
3D
next thing I
shooter?
knew, she ran off somewhere. I swear I only lost sight of her for a second.
Bro, ow. That hurt.
Burst forth.
I condemn you.
My physical queen. Ah, Clea, your bombs.
I see what you mean. She is not to be underestimated.
Daughter of Alice.
Feel the same
Clea to the rescue! Ah!
Burst forth.
So, like, do people have, like, different abilities? I would assume so, since they're heroes, right? They have different abilities, so it's not exactly a shooter. Maybe it's like No, I think Overwatch. I don't know. I never played Overwatch either. Great work, Klee. I'll be counting on you to protect Eula next time.
How
I do
beta,
want to
you can't be
expand
serious.
my roster of games though. Do I have a no? I never had a plunge team. I never got Xiao. I don't have Baressa. I don't have what's the mother bird. Xinyuan. I have Arlecchino and Bloom team. No problem, I'll just leave it to Klee. Are you on patrol, Mr. Albedo? Klee heard you went camping for a few days and those monsters followed you back home.
Camping. Ah, right. The truth isn't suitable for little ears.
That's right. So I need to report back to Master Jean to settle my expenses. If you have some time, I'm sure Eula would be grateful if you escorted her back to the headquarters as well.
Of course. I place myself in your capable hands, Spark Knight.
Wow. Haha. It would be an honor. Klee will do her best. Turn to the center of Mustang. Even Klee isn't voice. That's crazy. That is kind of crazy. I'm sorry, don't slip. Dear traveler, so I can help you plunge. I don't need no plunge. Especially against Raiden. I could defeat her. I have no plunge. I'm sorry. I don't play plunge. I have no plunge. I can't play plunge. I'm sorry. This just doesn't think that I have. I have Seat Lolly and Arlecchino. Or Farina. Or Baiju. Wonderful. I'll review it in a bit.
We're back!
Everyone alright?
Amber?
Get Traveler so you can get all rock, but I don't want to play plunge. I don't want to. I don't wanna. I'm sorry. We're back. Klee kept Master Miss Eula safe the whole way. Looks like we're still missing a few. Reporting back, Master Jean. Mission complete. Good to have you back safe and sound, and great work, everyone. This operation could not have happened without you all. Your leadership is what made it possible, Master Jean. It's been a busy few days. You should have taken a well-deserved break. I will, but believe you deserve one most of all. My work isn't finished. I'm afraid I have a few loose ends to tie up. Loose ends? Yes, of course. We can talk it back at the headquarters, and Paimon should be there too. Alright, everyone. Oh my gosh! No, it's voiced! I'm talking. Hi, everyone. Venti, thank you for everything. I know the way, difficult movements along the way. Oh, well, that doesn't mean it's ruining life. No apologies, just forget I said everything. Well, just kidding. What if I just said everything in Jennifer Coolidge? Any notable information on the wind? Of course, I was out on the city wall for quite some time. I heard all sorts of things. As for something notable, well, I picked up an anxious voice on child's anger. Durin has long isolated for centuries. The absorbing subject to emotions allowed him to understand certain truths about the world and his experience, including the fact that he's no longer mother's only child. Levels de ascufiar. Uscufi. Escafi. If I eliminate the perfect creation, I will be the only again, as I have to see how long this Archon quest takes. If it's above 3 hours, I might not have the time. unfortunately. Of course, the absorption of Subject 2's knowledge allowed him to take a more intelligent approach, accuse me of murder. In the end, however, Durin still lacks sufficient social intelligence. The fact that his army even got this far is a miracle.
No wonder Venti sensed a child's anger through the wind.
That same feeling, it's close. They're on! They're on the baby! Baby, the little guy. I tried to avoid spoilers as much as possible, but I did see the end reveal of Durin. He's such a cutie patootie. I'm already adopting him. He's my son. Miss Fonia, here to make your report? Is that so? During the battle, you were talking about your transfer to the 7th Company. You were in charge of the patrols and post-battle reconnaissance this time. How did everything go?
No problems.
You imposter. I see. If you don't mind me asking, why did you come from that direction and why are you alone? Did you think you were still meeting the side gate? There was a change in plans. We sent the message over the wind in the last few minutes of the battle. There were a lot of changes during the operation, but I imagine you missed those as well because you're under Durin's influence, and you have been since your trip to Dragonspine over 6 months ago. I'm a rap king. I am the rap battle bomb spaghetti. I'm so heavy, Mom Skitty. Don't move! Girl! Okay. Let's continue this discussion back at headquarters. Don't be scared. I'll figure out a way to free you from this power soon. We shall free you from the shackles. Snap back to reality. Watch your profanity descend to gravity. The buff makes it so the enemy becomes less resistant to hydro and cryo. So definitely they want a Scoffier. That's why. I mean, I could pull out Silali and Farina. Alright, the others are looking after Aponia. Please tell me you can help her. I can, as long as the rest of the operation goes well.
Wait, the operation isn't over. What do we do now?
What happens next is more of a personal project. I have consulted Veti about the possibility of calling a tripartite conference. Yes, that is a relatively new tradition. Grandmaster Varka came up with the idea a few years ago. I still remember when he approached me about asking the lovely ladies of Heston Circle for a small favor. The chutneys caught me off guard. If I had known any different, I would have thought he was talking about his older sisters or something.
Older sisters? Is Varka really young or something?
I wouldn't exactly call him young, but he's not old either. It's the C. Indeed. Anyway, the Tripartite Conference is a gathering of 3 parties. The Hexen Circle, the Animal Archon, and joint forces of the Knights of Church in Favonius. I assume that is... I also saw this image because I was spoiled, but this is Varka, and this is Alice. Varka has quite a way with words, so he was able to gain their favor and convince them to agree to a very important request. Namely that in Mondstadt, greatest time of need, the mages would return and lend their aid to our nation. Yes, and now I have a request of my own, so I need the conference to convene once again, Venti, if you would. Of course, Blank, pass me the Dodo Code communication device.
Huh? You're gonna use that?
Just watch and learn. Okay, I think this should do it. Don't.
What's that ringing? Is it the wind or something?
Jack Sparrow. Hold on, that's not the right voice.
Wait, Barbados?
Okay, but why was that voice not like in the call? It sounded like it was right next to our ear. Can you please pause the Archon quest? Oh, please don't be pushy about that stuff. I'm sorry, but we have to have some boundaries here. Varka? Grandmaster? Oops, I put him in the wrong number. Sorry, Varka, you're just busy right now.
Considering I'm surrounded on both sides with a group on my tail looking to turn me into mincemeat, yeah, I'd say so.
Yes, well, have fun with that. We can talk to him some other time.
Alright, pass along my regards. Oh, and I still owe you for those drinks, don't I?
It's alright. Just like, you know, requires both parties to be like, okay, let's do it, you know? But like, I said, after the Archon quest, if I have time. So.
Hey! He was just about to tell us where to find his secret stash!
Hey, okay. That seems like a bit much.
Hello? Who is this?
It's Alice!
Venti? Nope, it doesn't ring a bell.
You're really gonna tease me like this. Fine, it's Barbados.
Apologies, just a bit of fun. What can I do for you, dear Barbados?
Do I have a favorite cheese? Oh, mozzarella pretty good. Like the bald mozzarella.
Oh? And which brave soul is it this time?
It's me, Aunt Alice. Albedo, captain of the Knights of Favonius, investigation team requests a formal meeting with the Hexen Circle.
And what is your wish, dear Albedo?
I want you to accomplish something unprecedented.
How unprecedented. Something even your mother Rhine-daughter never accomplished?
In terms of technique, no, but in terms of location and materials, yes.
Okay, that makes no sense.
You've piqued my interest.
It's Colby
Right
Jack.
there.
There's a type of cheese that I really want to try, but I cannot. No, I don't remember the name of it. Be right where? Here, as in this office?
Hello again, everyone.
Oh, big Dodoco! Hello, Aunt Alice. I see you turned yourself into a giant
Darling,
Dodoco.
isn't it? It even has its own hat.
Wow, the attention to detail.
Pleasure to see you all again. It's been a while. On behalf of the Hexen Circle, I hereby grant Albedo's request. I'm guessing you still need to prepare? Take your time. Just come find me at the long table when you're ready.
Alice, I didn't expect you to be so small and furry.
Aw, that's nice of you.
I suppose it's just my nature, darling.
Darling! Ah! Darling. Before we set out, there's someone that you need to meet. Head to my office. He's waiting for you there. Okay.
Time to go.
Who is waiting for me in my presence?
Hey, have you ever wondered why Albedo always keeps his office closed? Paimon bets there's a secret snack stash hidden around here somewhere.
I mean, if there's experiments in there, sometimes you just don't want the smell out. Who knows? Maybe it's loud. Where did that come from?
Mini Turin, what are you doing here?
Well, actually, even Mini Durin isn't voiced? That's crazy. Albedo likes Cheetos? Oh. Haven't had Cheetos in a long time. In a very, very long time. I've kind of been helping you guys in secret this whole time. I tried tapping Paimon on the shoulder during battle, but you floated away too fast. Yeah, I've been in Mondstadt for a few days now, but I've kept myself out of sight. I thought people might be scared of me.
Oh, don't worry. We aren't scared of you.
So what about the angry child presence that Venti was like, ugh, I don't know. Was that you?
So, what brings you here? Oh, is it Windbloom? There are a ton of fun games this time of year.
I did sneak off to the festival for a bit, even though I couldn't play the games because all the people. I still had a lot of fun. But that's not why I'm here. Albedo and I made a promise to accomplish something great together.
What do you mean?
I'm gonna replace the Durin on Dragonspine. I'm gonna be the one who's revived and brought into this world.
Wait.
Oh, that's crazy.
Didn't that already happen? You left this.
Sorry, I should be more specific. Beto said he can use alchemy to turn me into human.
What?
Ooh, it's so cute. Human transmutation. So you're Albeto's intended subject. Yeah, he's been working on it for a long time.
And that's what you want, Mini Durin? To become human?
To become human. I yearn for the people. I don't know if want is the right word. I didn't even know if there's a right answer in a situation like this. But I do know this. I have just as much of a right to this name. I don't want to lose it to the other Durin. I know. Albedo talked to me about it. He said that Durin on Dragonspine is a lot more aggressive and primitive. Almost like a beast. A basta. But Mom created me in a storybook. The pure parts of me can balance out the evil parts of him. If I'm honest, I don't know what that will look like. If I can still be me once I become one with that part of him. Maybe without a complete soul, there was never really a me to begin with. Beto said that these kinds of questions are normal. We're all just trying to figure out who we are. Where do baby dragons come from? So, don't worry. No one's forcing me to take this choice.
Well, turning you into a human sounds like a huge project. No wonder Albedo wants to get the mage's approval.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm really grateful to him. We kind of in the same boat, you know? Albedo told me he's the Cridepritz of a synthetic human. And if this works, I'll be one too. We will be the only two of our kind in the whole world. Alchemical creations allowed to live in human form. I mean, there's a puppet creation. If all living things are grouped together by species, there's only one other person like me in this world. Guess that makes us family.
Definitely. You've just gotta trust one another. Actually, while we're on the
What about the
subject,
failed
does your friend
brother
Hakai know
experiment?
about this?
Yeah, I told him I was coming here to fill this duty. He didn't try to stop me. And where have you been all this time? You were just in... What the heck? Were you in the real world? I don't understand. He didn't say it outright, but I think he supports my decision. He even thinks it's a good idea to go through with this. Dude, I want to see Albedo and Scaramouche interact. Like, they're both, like, created beings, but one had a lot more of a positive outcome in a way. That's what happens when you live in Mondstadt. People just adopt you, and you live happy after. I'm a little scared, of course, but excited too. It is... Oh my god, it's like 12 in the morning already. Let back in! What location? Is it? I'm here. Lower? Oh. I see. Visit the mysterious room. I have no more water to hydrate with. It's all a lie. It's all gone. Also, what? Party configuration cannot be changed during the Hex and Circle trial. Please be suitable party. Girl, I don't want to do. We live in time zones. Yeah.
Welcome, one and all. Please,
Yeah, pretty much same for me.
wherever you like.
So, no unspoken rules to be aware of. I don't want to unwillingly perk myself down on some unimportant lady's chair.
I highly doubt anyone's going to mind where you sit, Lord Barbados. But thank you for being so considerate. Jean didn't fancy tagging along.
A lot happened in the city today. If she left, there really would be no one around the lead of the Night of
All
Vanias.
right, never mind. I was just hoping to treat her to some tea.
3:26. It's 3:26. So you have the same time zone as me.
So,
Maybe.
tell me, Albedo, what is this outrageous and audacious plan of yours that I've been hearing murmurings about?
This dress is like very Signora color scheme. I'll get right to the point. I intend to kill the evil Durin in Dragonspine.
Oh?
And I'd also like to request some alchemical reagents from the Hexen Circle.
Which ones?
First would be the flesh of that immortal monster from Mare Javari.
Interesting. What else?
The other is a portion of the embryo left by my mother, Rindatir.
Ah, the raw material from which she created her monsters in the past. There's not much of it left.
Oh.
Dragon blood, monster flesh, and embryo. Sounds to me like a formula for creating life.
Yeah! Durin's heart has continued to beat ever since the day he died. That means it's just a matter of time before he eventually returns. It could be centuries away or millennia, but the day will come. Like the volcano in it's 3 a.m.? 3 a.m.? Oh, you gotta go to bed? Well, I mean, it is a Friday, so who knows? Maybe you have no obligations. I spent years investigating in Dragonspine, so I'm well aware of the danger he poses. He already has posed a considerable threat to Mondstadt, at less than half of his original strength. There's no telling how dire the consequences could be if he's ever regained his full life force. Hence, if we want to be free of the dangers posed by his blood and limitless vitality, we must find a way to eliminate Durin entirely. Unfortunately, Durin is a special entity. Even after death, he could reawaken any moment. So the solution is to kill him and then resurrect him in a different form. Upon resurrection, he will no longer be the creature he once was. In fact, he will no longer be a monster at all, because I intend to transform him into a human-like being. During the summer, Clea and I visited a fairy tale world called Similanka. It was created by the mages of the Hexen Circle, so I'm sure you know of it.
Of course.
Yeah, I went there.
Home of one of M's children the other
Hot ass tie.
Oh, I see.
Expelled from school. That's alright. We all got things in life. It was during that journey that I learned with certainty that Durin would return to life one day. It's always nice to find a time zone buddy when streamer watches in Australia. But the thing is that even though I am in PST, I always stream late. So even for me, it's like... time zone buddies are a little hard to find. To that end, I devised an alchemical model for the transmutation. The soul will come from Fairy Tale Dragon of Similanka, the blood from the original dragon's heart. And the monster remnants of Mare Javari, and the embryo mother left behind will form the flesh. The corrosive nature of the dragon's venom and the heightened vitality of the monster remnants will offset each other, keeping the constructed body in perfect balance. A powerful side effect can be triggered when festering forces and life energy collide in an alchemical setting. The results are sure to be nothing short of astounding.
The glint in your eye when you talk about these ideas. You really are your...
Yeah, midnight. Just midnight. Me too. Actually, no.
Of course not.
If I had to wake up early
To
morning,
me,
I'd still be
you're
up
both
with my life.
extraordinary
I've not grown out of that
individuals.
yet.
I find you fascinating. In any case, now I see why you asked Venti for help. The raw materials you seek are extremely valuable. The misuse of even the tiniest amount could cause unimaginable chaos.
Wow.
That said, we're happy to give you what you need. But there is one condition. You need to prove you can wield them. And so, you must pass the Hexen Circle's trial.
Okay. I understand. I figured something like this might happen. That's why I asked to come along. Ah, I think of no better partner of such an endeavor. Aww.
So you know our tricks, huh?
Yep. Aunt Alice has always loved a spectacle, any chance to witness friends come together to support one another.
Well, success means little if you have no one to celebrate it with, no? Although, I'm afraid dear Paimon will have to sit this one out.
Yeah, Paimon, go away. I'm joking.
The Hex and Circle trials are no walk in the park, my dear. Besides, I already decided on this. There's only room for 2 participants, I'm afraid. No more, no less. You understand, don't you, Paimon? Oh, don't be too angry with your dear aunt.
Okay.
Ah, Alice is Paimon's aunt. Oh, so cute.
Stay behind.
Thank you for being so understanding. Then, whenever you two are ready,
Then let me make a formal request. Will you go through this trial with me? Amarate, just about.
Then, my dear children, get ready.
Finally,
for a
I get
taste of the
to play
Dodo
with my
King's
team.
Magic.
Boom, and we die. That was your first trial. If you can land without killing yourself, you failed. It's certainly in keeping with Hex and Circle melodies. We've been stricken down to chest size pieces.
Whoa, you're so tiny now. Take extra care of yourselves, okay?
Ha! What is it? Nothing, it's just Paimon's voice is even louder than usual. She's always so energetic and lively. Nothing can dampen her spirits. Don't worry, you'll be back to her again in no time.
You sound pretty confident, Albedo.
Aunt Alice, I didn't realize you'd be personally conducting this trial.
Since your mother has to recuse herself, who better than I to put your abilities to the test? I have prepared quite a riveting new performance just for you two. See, defeat them in battle. Prove to me that you have what it takes to achieve your goal. Swashbuckle your way to victory like gallant fairy tale.
Okay, I will. I swear, Alice. Okay.
Overruled.
Ow.
Fulfill our pact!
Burst forth. Witness my great undertaking.
Oh, he's actually playing with us. Oh, they move like chess pieces. That's so cute.
One with nature. Moment of birth.
I assume I gotta do something, right? What is this?
Feel this ancient power.
Ooh! I don't know what that did.
Show no mercy! You two!
Witness my great undertaking.
Go away!
Present a united front.
What?
Moments of birth. Come into being.
See ya! Get lots of rest.
As one with wind and cloud. Feel this ancient power.
Show no mercy! Eat Laline! Eat Papa!
Woo! Is that it?
It had to be this form? A toy really doesn't suit me.
Barbeloth?
Well done. But this isn't over. I will now preside over the second trial.
I think that's Paralogism, right?
Stare straight ahead, and you will see things as they appear. But change your perspective, and you will see them as they are.
Oh wow, that really is the trial. Just like make sure that you don't die when you fall. Okay. Dude, all this for an embryo? King Dedede.
The trial awaits.
I like the music though. Very cinematic.
Only by turning the world on its head can we see its true colors. So, it begs the question, what do you see on the other side of this chessboard? Pawns earned true freedom the moment they gained legs with which to ride. So, in the spirit of rounding, I prepared
Symphony of Crackle!
no need to thank me, of course.
You gotta kill the queen. She's the strongest.
Gesture of kindness from me, Barbalogism, justice to you. Oh, Albedo, you're always so charming and delightful.
Open ceremony.
Ancient power. Good lord.
Your lines. Where were we?
Witness my
Witness! Witness the witnesses!
The wind knows me. Oh, this is all getting rather dreary.
Go away! No! 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 Not your vaporized team! Go away!
Feel the ancient power. Come into being.
Where are you?
Stage is yours.
Damn it.
I shall take the spotlight once more. One with nature. Feel the ancient power.
Go away.
And now, a towering return to form. As one with wind and cloud.
I like how their voice acted. That's crazy. Go away. Yeah, go away. Woo! I like the way your keyboard sounds. I remember before I started streaming, I was like, I cannot have the keyboard I had because it sounded like a machine gun. So I got one that sounded creamy. Something better.
Grown up so fast. I'm so proud.
I like how the tail is like a paintbrush.
Really? Well then, I'll leave you to debrief the others about today's events.
Huh? You're leaving already?
Thank you. Thank you.
You did marvelously today. I'm thrilled for both of you.
I love
And
praise.
should you feel the need to gloat profusely
What is
to
your
that
ask?
student of mine so she knows to up
I
her
shall
game?
grant.
Be my guest.
I played Persona 5! But I've not played Persona 4 or 3. I want to play the remake, the 3 one, though.
Lovely tea party. But that'll do me for now.
You're just going to up and leave? Barbie?
I love the name Barbie.
You have to forgive Barbalov. She's always on the move. And she never says where she's going either. But if I had to guess, she's probably going for a walk. She's a very health-conscious individual.
Atachi. Oh.
Barbie was satisfied with your victory. And so am I. Congratulations to you both. You can come back now.
Oh, I love how the tail moves.
I need to turn you back to normal first.
Dude, who is Clee's father?
Job! You made it all look so easy!
Ooh, bad Alice, bro.
Nice to have you back safe and sound. Now time to relax and switch off.
Okay. Thank you. I think I'll get custard after this. I'll get custard after this. I think they close at 2 a.m. So I think... yes! I'll get custard.
To deal with the Dragon of Dragonspine, right?
Indeed, the sooner we deal with Durin, the better. Dude, I've been having a cheesecake kick. Dude, I think... you know, you asked my favorite cheese? Cheesecake. Dude, I need to get better at being a cheesecake connoisseur, so I'm not really that good at it. Oh, goodness.
Yep, this place is as freezing as ever. Hyman's hands are turning to ice. You sure? Is it warm in there?
Ooh, Durin! Hello? We've been here before. Pavlov... It's mergering bases are... Oh! Like, Alaskan? Like Alaskan? I think... No, that's not mergering. I don't think so. We've arrived. Sorry, Papa, I have to get to work now.
Still beating away after all this time.
Leave it to me. You too. Stay on guard. Baked Alaska. I've never had a baked Alaska, though. Sounds ridiculously complicated.
May Hyman ask a question?
Something a French person would make. Just be like, no, I don't think so. I think a French person would be. It's like, I could put margarine with ice cream on it. Because I can. Make it complicated. You may.
Who is Durin to you? Do you think of him as one of your kind? And is he a dragon, person, animal, or monster?
From an alchemical perspective, we're both artificial creations, but biologically speaking, we have no relation whatsoever. So to say we are kin would be categorically incorrect.
Sounds like you prefer humans to dragons.
It's not so much a matter of preference, rather as things stand, I would say I belong to the class of human, albeit a unique category thereof. But then again, most life forms of this world possess some unique traits. I am perhaps the most unique among humans in that I'm the only one of my kind, but soon there will be another just like me, assuming this alchemical project proves successful. I believe Mini Durin already told you of his intent to replace the Durin of Dragonspine. After my conversation with him, he's also expressed a strong interest in becoming human. It's a fascinating prospect, not to mention an extremely challenging one, but I understand why he came to the decision. Okay. Understood. That primarily is what makes it worthwhile. Helping Mini Durin become who he wants to be is secondary consideration, though still a meaningful one. By contrast, my personal motivations are nothing so grand and meaningful. I'm just pursuing something I believe in. In my view, to cultivate life with the world cannot generate endogeneously. To cultivate the world itself. Whatever aids life in attaining the greater level of perfection improves the world by doing so. It is not a question of whether this ought to be done or not, merely whether I wish to. The alchemical... Hi, Maro! How are you? I see you. I think I'm almost at the end of the quest. We're making Durin into a human. A baby! We're making a baby! Ooh, baby.
Looks like a golden energy has encased the dragon's heart.
The whole heart would be too big. I don't need that much. Instead, I've just removed the core. The rest will soon lose its vitality completely. This time, Durin's body should finally die for good.
Wait, but in that case, what's gonna happen to the fake Hertha? And what about the people who fell under Durin's influence?
The Knights will keep an eye on for them, but as far as I'm concerned, eliminating Durin's influence on the citizenry and creating a new Durin through alchemical are one and the same. Armed with this heart, I will be able to complete the alchemical array and deal with all those issues on the go. Okay, Mr. Creating Life, Frankenstein. I have not done Esquivia's quest at all. Dude, she's still there, even after all this time. Let's call it a day here. Thank you for accompanying me.
Pleasure. We sure learned a lot.
Mondstadt is a lively place during Windbloom Festival. You should take a look around and pick out some nice souvenirs for yourself.
Oh yeah, the festival! Wonder who the Windbloom Star is gonna be this time. Well, we've been too busy dealing with this situation the entire time. Who else would be free to work during the Windbloom Festival?
I'm sure we'll find out on the day of. Wait until 2 days later. Okay. Your outfit reminds me of Clea and Lynette. Ah! Thank you. Actually, I did post like the reference image. Not the reference image. Basically, the references to my artist, and one of the things I actually wanted is like the sleeves. I sent in Yanfei sleeves, like the shape of it, because I wanted something like that. So interesting that you say that. But otherwise, I just like the pink and black aesthetic. Thank you. Y'all are so kind. My model mama did such a good job. I'm like, please go commission her if you want anything from her. She does model and rigging. She's super sweet. Yeah. Or maybe it's a bear. Maybe it's two people. I don't know. I reached out to them because I was like, I want like one of those Live 2D animated illustrations, and they know how to do art and rigging. So I was like, could they do it? So I reached out to them and they said, you could be my first. So I was like, slay. I'll be the test subject. My weakness is small woman with appropriately small. I have a super tiny hat. Don't worry about it. Be like a pin. Accordingly, we would like to award the title of Windbloom Star to someone who made an outstanding contribution to the defense operation. This is someone who may not look like a strong warrior, but whose keen insights played a vital role in gaining control over the conflict. His words and songs have a way of lifting people's spirits, and they were a great support to us all. Oh, Betty! Resident Bard, totally not the god. Don't look at the statue too much. Wow! Ah, thank you for the follow, Maro! I'm glad to have you with the tech. The circus grows bigger. Ah, no way, you're really gonna pick me? Why not? You're the perfect person for the job. Ah, alright. Does that mean I get unlimited free drinks at the tavern? I'm sure they'll be more than happy to support this year's Windbloom Star. If you'd like, you can even take a drink while you give your acceptance speech to the crowd. Ah, in that case, let me swap out the speech for a song. Everyone, the best bard of the land is about to begin his performance, so don't go away. Gather around and lend me your ears. No follow-up! Venti. Ah, I love seeing Venti. It's just so long. Albedo standing on the roof so mysteriously. hereby exercise the prayer of formation. Oh, he's so cute. It's like Sparrow. Ubiquitous earth, flowing water. Refining fire, fortifying wind. Traverse the 18th worldly and 20th passage. Dahlia! Archon soul, enter the mortal realm. Elevate festering flesh into sacred blood and bone. O sages, witness my grand endeavor. Ah. That's so cute. What the hell? Oh, I'm feeling nostalgia. Something's happening now. How was it? Not bad, right? Oh, wait! This is the scene I saw. I was like, oh my god, I gotta play it. Ah! Darren. Do you think he's gonna keep the name Duran? It's like, whose parents named you after the dragon, bro? Very smoothly, I'd say. We achieved our goal.
Really? So Mini Duran looks like a human now?
Ah, baby dragon! Correct. However, his newly formed body is still stabilizing. We should give him some time. I graciously accept the compliment. It really is rather remarkable what we've accomplished.
So, how do you feel right now?
I don't know. Happy? Oh, quite good. I did what I set out to do and achieved a personal goal. I think that even she would have made a rare facial expression had she seen it.
She?
My master and mother, Gold Reindatir. A long time ago, she sent me to Mondstadt with the instruction to complete a task of monumental importance, to find the truth of the world. I had a theory about what she meant at the time. I was able to corroborate it. Sure enough, finding the truth of the world basically stood for getting a life. That might be easy for most people, but some people like me, it meant doing a lot of learning about a lot of things. Recover from what? I'm sorry I screeched too loudly. Your ears will never recover. Life is the space that exists between me and the world. To truly become human, I had to inhabit that space. I am a loud gremlin. Ah! It's okay. All good fun. So, for an artificial human, finding a life is, in some sense, equivalent to finding the truth of the world.
So that's what she meant, huh? Well, no wonder those monsters wanted to infiltrate the city and replace you.
Being alive is just existing, but having a life is what makes you truly human. I think that's the message she wanted to get across to me. Still, I found this whole series of events has given me some new inspiration. Becoming human is the only beginning. Is only the beginning. What follows is the choices a human has to make in life, as well as the kinds of family bonds they will form. Most people will probably see the events of the last few days as something out of the nightmare, but for me, it's just part of my family life. I fear that the carefree existence my brother has enjoyed thus far will now come to an end. Just like me, he will have to step into the world and face the same constraints as everyone else.
You've got an unusual family, that's for sure.
Let me type, let me write, let me cook. Well, I suppose we get it from our mother. She's highly unusual. There are all kinds of families in the world. Some base their life around the family store, others around the farm. In my family, I suppose we tend to the flower beds, and now I'm a gardener too. Master never showed her face, but if the Hexen Circle knows what I've done, that means she knows as well and gave her approval. Since devouring Nibiris, it would seem she has finally found a modicum of peace. And so, then I am truly happy for her. She didn't always have this penchant for madness, you know?
Devouring Nefarious? What's Nefarious?
Yeah, what is that? It's the name of the ruler of life. As opposed to the ruler of death? I scrolled on a Twitter timeline and saw official Opera GX account promoting a live wallpaper and it's 2B with... Okay. Listen, I get it. What is with the feet? Can any... I mean, maybe not, but like... What is so... Why feet? I couldn't say it. Listen. You do you, guys. You do you. I support you. I support. I don't get it, but not a foot person. Yeah. I did watch like something about like the brain, like it's like how it's arranged. Some people just have it and some people don't. Maybe it's like the cilantro soap gene. Just like something like that. As for the ruler of life, all I truly know is this. Neberis is not gone. Instead, became Master's actions. She and Nabaris are now one. In any case, thank you so much for your help during this ordeal, for choosing to stand by my side through it all.
Of course. That's what friends are for.
Paimon took the words right out my mouth. Hearing you say that means more than I can say. I'm sure to pass along the sentiment when I report back to Master Jean.
Oh, so you're heading back to headquarters? Well, good luck with the report.
Say!
Wow, this Windbloom Festival turned out to be a special one. It feels like we really made a difference.
Yeah.
Oh, I almost forgot. If the Windbloom star has already been chosen, what is this year's Windbloom gonna be?
Wanna take a guess?
Venti, you're back.
Well, I couldn't keep my two dear friends in the dark about this year's Windbloom, now could I? What do you think of the Cecilia? The true feelings of the prodigal son, a sentiment as sweet and warm as gentle spring breeze, perfect for the season. I think I'll just close the app for the night. Twitter? Dude, I need to close Twitter for the rest of my life, but you know. Prison is comfort. That's all you know. Just give this lovely stream my full attention. Thank you so much. That's so sweet of you. The mages are very pleased that you and Albedo managed to pass their trial. Don't worry, I feel like we're getting to the end of the stream. And then you could go to bed. Or do whatever you want. I think I'm gonna get custard after this. The Hexen Circle wants you to... Because it's hot in here. It's hot in this room. Oh my gosh. It contains something entirely one of a kind. A secret of sorts. When the time is right, it will reveal itself to you. So, no need to open it right away.
Wow, a gift and a mystery all in one. The mages sure love their secret.
According to the sender, you're probably the only person who can make use of something like this, so I suppose it belongs to you. Well, all I did was deliver it. Although I did go to great lengths during this whole ordeal, I suppose a reward for my efforts wouldn't be out of the question. Yes? I guess?
You helped a lot, Venti. How about we treat you to a drink?
Venti! The OG. Dude, I feel like if... Even the silhouette of Venti just screams like anybody would know who he is, you know?
Of course, Dad! Let's go to the
Music to my ears. I'm so happy I could fly. It's like this festival was made for me or something. When no love remains for songs to tell, the world becomes naught but an empty shell. Could I sing this? When no love remains for a song to tell, the world becomes naught but an empty shell. Like a 50s commercial. Cruel is said fate, cruel it may be, were it not for the hero who could set us all free. Through shadows so cold he sought wisdom untold, chasing a fragrance the wind only knows. Thus, wistfulness waned and faded into night as he stepped from the darkness and into light. Slay. I gotta stop saying slay. Whoa! Oh wait. Yeah, we're overtime. But we did it, and the last thing I need to do is collect my primo gems and raid someone. Very happy for that. Add
Thank you
Astra
for
RB
completing
sauce.
today's commissions.
Slay. Just in here. More. More stuff. More stuff. More stuff. More stuff. Wait, is there? No, I don't think so. Oh yeah, there's this whole new event too. Ugh. There's more. And there's also like 8 days. Story quest, who? Crazy. How much funds do I have? I got something. Not much, but okay. Okay, we're gonna raid someone. Oh, wait, afterwards. Should we? It's okay, we raid now. We are raiding, 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 we are raiding now. Hold on. I think I'm gonna do this one. Um, 13 hours? Okay, here, raid.